Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Bleckley County Royals football here on the Royal Football Network. Don Byram here along with Mr. James Hagler. We're bringing you all the action tonight. We're in Cochran, Georgia, home of the Royals, as they play host to their arch rival, the Dodge County Indians, out of eastern Georgia, just a few miles down the road. Big Region 3 AA matchup tonight. The Indians come in at 4-5 on the year overall, 3-2 in the region. Bleckley comes in 6-2 overall and 4-1.
3-1.
3-1 on the region. We do have another region game. This will be Dodge County's last regular season game. They'll be off next week. And James, say this is a pumped up crowd. Rivalry game tonight would be a big understatement.
Yeah, and a large crowd on both sides. If you want to look back at what these two teams have done this year. If you want to look back at what these two teams have done against common opponents this year, look back just 2 weeks ago to our matchup against East Lawrence, 59-7, and then Dodge just last week played East Lawrence to a oh goodness, I had it here a second ago, 34-14 game. So just in that, if you look at common opponents, that gives us the edge. And same thing, Washington County beat them 35-14. We beat Washington County 21-18. They lost to Dublin 35-6. And of course, we had that close game to get a close loss against Dublin by 9. And they beat Northeast by 6 points. A team that we beat by 2 touchdowns. So just looking at some commonality there, matchups. Looks good for the Royals, but as you mentioned, a rivalry.
Right. You don't play it on paper.
That's
right. You play it on between the white lines out there, and this game is always big rival. Sometimes the score is a little bit lopsided on one side, the other, but for the most part, recent memory, it's been pretty close no matter who wins. And tonight, a lot on the line tonight, James. If the Royals win, we automatically clinch the second seed to playoffs. After us winning wins, it kind of throws a fly in the ointment, because you're going to have 3 teams with the same region record, and then you're going to go to a crazy Georgia high school tiebreaker, and we'll have to wait for the season to play out to determine who goes what.
Yeah.
But we're about ready to roll here. The coin toss has been made, and the Royals will receive. And we're all in black tonight. The Royals with the white helmets, black jerseys, black pants. We're in Dodge County in their traditional road uniforms, all white jerseys, red numbers, white pants with a red stripe, and the red helmet with the white D on it. And they are set to kick it off. And as soon as I can read that young man's number, I'll tell you who it is. And
while we know it's not the best view, we are trying something new to see if we can get the camera to show the clock. You can show the scoreboard. Maybe you can at least kind of see it. We barely make it out, but we're going to be able to try tonight.
Number 30, Timmy Johnson, will kick it off. And back deep for the Royals is Bryce Bailey and I believe Arquenzio Hayes. And here we go. The kick is a line drive kick. And it will be Hayes at around the 10. He's up to the 15, to 20, cuts back in the middle field, 25-30. Gets a block, but dragged down from behind right around the 45-yard line. So it'll be a great field position for the Royals to start off the game here. They mark it right on the 35, first down and 10. And James, pretty good crowd so far tonight. Not quite packed out. There's a few empty seats on the Dodge side. There's a few on Bleckley, but I'd say 95% capacity here tonight. And there's still people filing in, so we may be
on both sides.
Maybe patching around before we're done here. All right, the Royals quickly up to the line. Dominic Sasser in at quarterback. He'll send Bryce Bailey wide left and Marcus Brown wide right. He has Hayes in the backfield. Now we'll flip-flop a couple of tight ends over to the right side. Bailey comes in motion. They pitch it to Bailey, trying to get around the corner on the sweep. He's going to get to the 40, and he's run out of – no, he's still in bounds. Finally run out of bounds around the 45. Close to a first down. He may have it. He does have it. They mark it on the 46. So 11-yard run by Bailey right off the first play of the game, and the Royals have it first and 10.
And saw the officials telling the Indians to get away from the sidelines. So that's one of those things we'll have to keep an eye on all night, and the officials have to set the tone early and not let any of that stuff happen.
All right, Sasser up to the line. He's in the shotgun, wide out on each side. He's got an H-back flopping over. He fakes, he throws out the flat, complete to Brown up to the 50. Breaks one tackle and run out of bounds around the Indian 44. Going to be close to a first down.
They're a first down.
Yeah, they're signaling first down already. It'll be first and 10 Bleckley. on Indian 44. So the Royals on the move quickly here. 2 plays and we're in their territory.
Yeah, the official on the other side was a yard short of where the official on this side was. It wasn't moving up with him.
1st and 10. Royals up to the line quickly. Sasha shotgun, empty backfield. Twins on each side. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws it in the flat. It's complete. That is Marquinzio Hayes. He breaks the tackle. He's up to the 30, inside the 30, down around the 29. Now they're saying he stepped out right on the 30-yard line. Marquinzio Hayes, normally a running back, was split out wide, caught a quick hitch pass right out in the flat, about 5 yards over the line, and he did the rest himself. And the Royals have a 1st and 10 from the Indians 30, so we're on the move early here, and quickly up to the line again. Sasser trying to get the play. Actually, Sasser's going wide left this time. Bryce Bailey's in at the Wildcat. Brown and Sasser wide left. We'll send Maxwell in motion. He'll flip over to the left side. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it around the left side himself. Trying to get a block out there. He's over 30. He's over 25. Over 20. Gets a little block. Inside the 15. Inside the 10. And right out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It depends on where they spot it. I think he may be shy of the 10 by maybe at the 11. And it is at the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Royals from the Indian 11-yard line. So the Royals making a statement here early on the opening drive, moving the football right down the field.
1st and 10 again.
It's at the 11, 1st and 10 now. Sasser back in at quarterback. He'll split 2 outs to the right. Hayes is in the backfield with him. He'll flip-flop Maxwell over to the right side as the H-back. He takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read. Trying to get him around the right side. He's over to 10, breaks the tackle, stumbles forward, up to about the 5, just inside the 5, maybe about the 4. It'll be 2nd down and 3 right there. Well, we can't get a 1st down without scoring, James, but you really go ahead and punch it in if you can.
Absolutely. You want to go ahead and get it in there if you can. And I apologize. I'm trying to play with the video a little bit here. Yeah, I hope you and those of you watching at home or listening at home, you can probably see we're not going to show the plays, but we are going to have it on the.
Marquinzio Hayes on a replay, touchdown, Bleckley County. They lined up Bryce Bailey in the Wildcat, and instead of Bailey keeping it this time, he gave it to Hayes on a read, and he goes in from 4 yards out, and it's 6-0 Bleckley with 10:16 to go in the quarter.
It took a minute and 44 to take that ball and drive down. About 70 yards. That's some big pickups. 1st down each time.
So good looking opening drive by the Royals. On for the extra point is straight corner. Sasser will hold it. There's a snap that's set down. Kick is up, and it is good. Saying no good. Oh, wow, looked good from here, but apparently it must have been wide.
I guess it had to be wide. One of the guys came off the opposite end, off the left side of our offensive line, came in and almost got there to block it, and that may have just or got him to push it a little bit wide.
It had to be barely wide. I thought it got inside. Anyway, no good. With 10:16 to go in the quarter, 6-0 now, the Royals will kick it off.
And as I was saying, one thing tonight, we've got the camera showing the scoreboard tonight. It is not actually that dark. Those of you watching at home, I made it darker so that the lights would stand out and you'd be able to see it. I hope you can see it enough. I'm looking at it on my screen. I can read it. So hopefully you can at home too.
Yeah, so we're not playing in the dark here, but it may look like it on the website. Hugh Kearney will kick it off for the Royals, and back deep for the Indians is number 25, Nathan Coley, and I can't see the other man's number over there. It looks like number 9, Eli Williams maybe, if I'm reading that number correctly.
Quick note too, this is senior night. Kearney a senior, as well as Hayes who punched that touchdown in. Bailey who had a big carry on it, and Marcus Brown who had a big catch on that drive.
And it changed every play on that drive with some positive yardage.
Absolutely, that's what you got to have.
Kearney approaches the ball, he'll kick it. And it's a high end-over-end kick, and number 25 will take it. Coley at the 5, he's at the 10 to 15, cuts in the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, trying to get it loose, and we finally bring him down around the 25-yard line, and the Indians are having 1st and 10 from the 25. That was number 25, Nathan Coley on the return. And let's see who lines up the quarterback for Dodge. James, over the season, they've used different quarterbacks, and it looks like though number 11, Hunter Kirkley, will start at quarterback.
They got, I see 3 on this roster that we have.
So Kirkley in at quarterback, and normally number 7 was the starter that started the year, Hart, but he's not starting tonight. Kirkley is the quarterback. He has one running back behind him, a wide out on each side, 2 men as the H-back. He'll send him, and now they'll shift out, and they'll go Wildcat with one of the running backs. He'll take it and keep it himself right in the middle. He's hitting the line. He's still on his feet and falls forward to about the 30, gain of about 5 on the play, and that is number 1. Dalen Gordon on the carry. He was the running back, and he shifted over, and he moved up in the Wildcat.
And they went into they took the 3 that were in the backfield with him and shifted them all over into a blocking spot on the right.
Same formation again. Dalen will keep it again. He's got the first down. He's over 35, over to 40. So Gordon right at the middle on that play.
Number 8, Willie Chambers, grabbed onto him and just hung on, pulled him down there.
Up to the 42-yard line, and the Indians going quickly. They're straight up to the line again. Same formation as Kirkley lined up in the quarterback, but they'll shift over and put Gordon in the Wildcat. And Gordon takes it. He's going to keep it again right up the middle. Same play, all 3 in the road. He's got yardage again up to about the 50, gain of about 8 on the play. And now we got a little extracurricular activity in the backfield.
Flag is on that. That's crazy. He looked to throw a punch when he got on top of him.
And a couple of guys in the backfield wrestling around right there. But
one guy staring right at him, walking right towards him. I can't figure out why. There was no flag thrown on that play.
Gain of 8 up to the 50, going to be 2nd down and 2. And they've run the same play, James, 3 plays in a row and got positive yardage all 3 times. And again, that same formation, Kirkley will line up. Let's see if he shifts over again. And no, this time Gordon shifts over, and Kirkley takes the snap, gives it to Gordon on the read. And he's up, bounces off one tackle, and he's going to get the first down, but we're going to stop him around the 47. It will be a first down, gain of about 3 on the play. Be 1st and 10 Dodge at the Bleckley 47. And Gordon slow to get up, but now he does get up.
Yeah, I watched him closer that time, but the first couple of plays, I was noticing when they shifted, they seem to not all get set quite every time. You know, it seems like they're going a little bit quick, and that could, you know, if the officials are paying close enough attention, could catch them on a penalty, false start, or something.
Same formation again. This time Kirkley stays at the quarterback position. Now flag down, and it's a false start on the Indians.
I think the wide receiver number 5 will split out here on the near side.
Yeah, and the official actually telling him what he did. The penalty back up to their own 48.
He tried to tell the official, here's what I did.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 15 for their own 48. Again, Kirkley in the shotgun. Gordon's right beside him. Let's see if they shift again. They don't. Kirkley takes the snap, gives it to Gordon on the stretch play, and he's trying to get around the corner. He's going to get up to 50 and just inside the 50. Gain of about 2.5, maybe 3. Going to be 2nd down and about 12 or 13 from right there. And so far, Gordon's been the workhorse. He's ran the ball every play for him. And they mark it back of the football section of 50, so gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 50. Again, quickly to the line. Kirkley in the shotgun with Gordon behind him. And they'll shift over again, but Kirkley stays in the spot. He'll take the snap. Hard count, but Bleckley will not jump. Plenty of time on the play clock as they run straight to the line. Gordon shifts over to the right. Kirkley takes the snap. Now he's wanting to throw. He's looking. Throws over the middle of the field. Overthrew everybody incomplete. To a high to number 15. Frederick Beck was a receiver, but he threw it well over his head and over everybody else's head. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. So a big 3rd down play coming up here for both teams. The Royals can hold him here and force a punt, maybe. And James, well, we'll get to that in a minute. 3rd down, 13. Now Kirkley in the shotgun. Gordon right behind him. They go quick just like we do. They'll shift over. Now Gordon will move up in the Wildcat spot. They'll take the snap, keeping him set right up the middle. He's pulling the guy with him. We're bringing him down after a gain up to about the Bleckley 47. Gain of only 3. It's going to be 4th down and about 10 right there. They may give him just inside the 47. It's going to be 4th and about 9 and 3/4 then. They're going to send the punt unit on.
Yeah, and after running that play almost every time on this drive, giving it to Gordon, they moved it about, 25 yards before we got them to start picking up. That one negative play really got them behind the chains, and they weren't able to get back. So
number 30 will punt for them. That's Johnson. Back deep is Bryce Bailey standing at his own 20-yard line. Low snap, flag down, and did it blow it then? No, they let it blow. It's a live penalty. The punt's going to hit it to Bleckley 20, roll inside at 15, and out of bounds around the 10. Now let's see what the penalty is here. Apparently it's on Dodge County because they're talking to the Dodge sideline.
I'm not sure if he's talking to him to find out if he wants to take it or not.
Well, no, actually he's talking to his official. I thought he was telling him illegal formation.
on the losing team, the Royals will accept that penalty and we will re-kick.
It's gonna be illegal formation on Dodge.
Yeah, we little formation, and Coach Blaster wants to take the penalty and re-kick.
Yeah, the kick went out of bounds at the 10, and we'd been deep in the hole had that stood.
Just more yardage to gain.
Pardon?
More yardage to gain.
Yeah. The penalty's back up to the Dodge 48, and Johnson will punt it again. It was a low snap, but he did a great job of getting the kick off. And again, now we got Bryce Bailey and Marcus Brown deep, and Orkenzio Hayes is the up man up about halfway around the 32-yard line. And we got 8 men on the line. Dodge bunched in, nobody out wide on this punt formation. Now they'll send the guy on late, and Dodge County's going to call a timeout. Apparently they did not have their personnel correct to call a timeout.
Looks like one of them didn't realize that they were going to take that. They were going to go back out and punt again.
With 6:52 to go in the quarter, Bleckley leads it 6-0. And if Dodge does punt this ball, we're about to get it back. Jane, like I was saying earlier, when we got a moment, you know, over the years, Dodge has been known as primarily a running football team. So now they've only tried one pass tonight so far. Now, if you can, I'm not going to say shut down their running game, but if you can control them, force them to throw the football, you lucky chances.
Yeah, and that's what that's what some teams try to do. The problem is when you're a running team, if you get behind, you get in trouble.
Although they do have a new head coach this year, but he was at Dodge earlier under Coach Hodges, who employed a running system. So we'll see what they do tonight. Anyway, we're ready to go. Johnson will punt it again. There's the snap, high snap, but he gets it, and we almost block it. And it's a shank. It's not as good as the other punt. It backs up, takes a Bleckley roll. And they're going. Now we got another wrestling match here around the 50-yard line, and the flag does come down this time. And the ball was down at the Bleckley 31. Now let's see who's going to get called here. We have a player from each team wrestling around at the Dodge 47.
There's only one flag down. I'm not sure who's going to be.
The line judge right here in front of us called it. And now the white hat would tell us who it's on. We got holding on Dodge, and that's the only thing they called on that.
Coach is asking for a personal foul too.
Now, if you can add that to the end of the run, I think Coach Leslie would have. I know in college and the pros you can do that. I'm not sure if it's the same rule in high school or not.
And if you can see Coach Lasher down there, he's asking for a personal foul for that happening.
Yeah. Number 9 for Dodge had our guy on the ground, and the only thing they called so far is holding on Dodge. And it had to be that play because the flag landed right at that play. Now, if they can add it on to the end of the run, this will be a big penalty, but I don't know how the rule is in high school. Well, it is going to be added to the end of the run. I knew in college and high school you can do that. So this will bring it out to the Bleckley 41-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Royals from our own 41 after a shank punt. It was not a good punt at all.
You know, that's the second time that's happened where one of their guys is talking down one of our guys. That was Jameer Marshall that got held there for the Royals.
So 6:34 to go in the quarter, 6-0 Bleckley. We have the ball on our own 41-yard line. And Bryce Bailey's in at the Wildcat. And we'll flip-flop Eli Mullis and Maxwell over to the right side. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He needs to block. He can't get it. He's hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage back to around the Bleckley 37-yard line. The blocking fell apart on that play, and Dodge was in the backfield early. And it's going to be 2nd 13 now. Clock running at 6:12 to go. And now Sasser will move back in at quarterback. He'll send a wide out on each side. And Hayes is in the backfield with him. And he'll flip Maxwell over to the right side. H-back. He takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read. Hayes up the middle, up to the 40, trying to break a tackle and can't do it. And bring him down about the 41. Now we got a little more pushing and shoving. And no flag on this one, though. And gain up to the 41. We got the lost yardage back. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now. With 5:38 to go in the quarter. Bleckley up 6-0. Tension's getting a little thick here. Motion's getting a little high. Sasser back in the shotgun. Twins to the right. Hayes is in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throws out here in the flat is incomplete. He had a man up around the 49-yard line, Bryce Bailey. But Bailey was trying to make sure he stayed in bounds, and the ball just tipped off his hands, incomplete. And we're going to have to punt this thing away. Be 4th and 10 from our own 41. So, James, even after the bad punt and the penalty, we can't move the football an inch.
No, not at all. It's unfortunate we weren't able to move it. But when you had a loss on the first one,
Kearney will punt it and
you start out behind the chains. It makes it tough. So
Kearney will punt back deep for the Indians. Number 25, Cody, standing in his own 30-yard line. And now we're going to have to call a timeout because we didn't have our personnel on the field. Coach Lassiter is not happy, to say the least. They're looking down the end of the bench. Somebody's supposed to be on the field and what? And Coach Lassiter is giving him an earful right now. And it costs us a timeout here. Now we'll take a short break. With 5:21 to go in the first quarter, Bleckley leads at 6-0. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Okay, welcome back, everybody. With 5:21 to go in the first quarter, the timeout is up. Kearney will punt it, and Coley is standing on his own 30-yard line. Bleckley up 6-0, and Dodge has got 9 men on the line. They may come after this thing. There's a snap, and then they blow it dead. We got
looks like got them for jump the way they threw the flag. The flag on the Dodge.
I didn't see any of our guys move, but we'll see what the call is. It is on Dodge County to be offsides, but will not be enough for nowhere near a first down, so we're still going to have to punt. Move it up to the 46, so it's going to be 4th and 5 right there. Another one of those would be good.
That would be. Get the drive back going.
Yeah, we'll line up and punt this thing again. And Coley moves back to his own 25 this time. Again, Dodge got 9 on the line. They don't come out. Well, they do come out there. We're not going to get there. And it's a pretty good punt, wobbly punt, fair catch call for. Cody catches it right at the 26-yard line. And again, we got another pushing and shoving back at the 40. And the same player for Dodge.
Same player
for Dodge is involved, number 9, but no flag this time. And
the player that was involved for the first time was number 22. And then 9 the second time and 9 the third time.
We're going to highlight number 9's name right here because he may be.
Keep an eye out for him.
He's been involved in a couple pushing and shovings for them. Fair catch was made right at the Dodge 26 with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Bleckley leads at 6-0. And it looks like Cody's going to line up in the Wildcat this time. So Dodge is throwing some new looks here. And he'll see Gordon in motion. He'll fake it to him. Cody's going to keep it. He's hit behind the line. Going to lose yardage. Back around the 24-yard line. That fake to Gordon didn't fool anybody. And I'm not sure how they tackled. Willie Chambers made the play. And back to the 24 will be 2nd and 12.
There was a 3 for sure.
And it looks like Cody will stay in the Wildcat. And Gordon will line up to his left, kind of in the slot position there. 2nd down and 12. He'll see Gordon in motion, and Coley takes it. He'll give it to Gordon this time, trying to get him around on the stretch play. This went for one tackle, and still on his feet up to about the 30, gain of about 6 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
Ran a long way to pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, somebody dove at his feet behind the line, and he sidestepped and got away from him. Now another big 3rd down there for the Indians. 3rd down and about 6 from the 30-yard line. Got to get up to the 36.
And I can't tell if that was number 9 or number 3 just ran back out onto the field. But
now Kirkley will have the quarterback. And he'll send a man in motion. He'll stop. Hard count, but if he will not jump. And I don't know who's behind him. That's Gordon behind him. And now they shift over. Gordon's in the Wildcat again. And he'll take the snap, trying to run up the middle of it again, and we're trying to drive him back. And he's going to fall short at about the 34. It's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 2, and let's see what Coach Kofer for the Indians is going to do here. They're sitting at their own 34-yard line, and it's 4th down. Actually, they mark it at the 35. It's 4th and a yard. And James, they're keeping offense on the field here. And now we're sending our big boys in. We're going to have to hurry because they're running to the line. 4th and a yard. And you bet they're going to let Gordon run this thing, I would imagine. Hard count, they won't jump.
Yeah,
they may be just trying to get us jump off sides. Play clock down to 8. Kirkley in the shotgun. Play clock down to 4. 3, 2, 1. Play clock runs out, and there's the delay of game. They didn't get it off. They did not get it off. But now they're saying Dodge called a timeout. How about that?
Yeah, I think the coach was calling timeout prior to the flag coming out.
So it's going to be 4th in the yard as Dodge has burned their second timeout here in the first quarter. I don't know if they were trying to get us to jump or they actually tried to run it. They did snap it as the flag came out, but the timeout was called before the penalty. So it's still going to be 4th in the yard. Now, let's see if it looks like they're keeping the offense in the huddle over there. They hadn't sent anybody else in. This is a big play here early in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed. I don't really. I guess we're gonna have to point it out, but our PA announcer keeps referring to as the visiting team.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I got to work with some of these guys next week. 4th in the yard, and they're going to keep the offense on the field. Dodge County is, and Kirkley in the shotgun with Gordon behind him. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. It's a risky call this early in the game, but Cofer's going to roll the dice here. Now Gordon's in the Wildcat. He'll take the snap, and he's going to get the first down up to about the 38-yard line. He gained about 3 on the play. Just run it straight up the middle.
Well, the way they're moving it, it's almost like the triple option. You know, you pick up a yard or two, on 4th down or 3rd down and a couple.
It's the same play. They've got yardage with that same play up the middle. They haven't really got yardage in anything else.
No, they haven't gotten anything on the outside, and they haven't thrown the ball yet. So.
But when they moved the football, they were really.
I'll tell you, they did throw the ball once. They overthrew everybody.
Kirkley in the shotgun again, and this time he will not shift over. He will stay there and take the snap. Gordon to his left, and he will give it to Gordon on the read, and nothing doing. We're knocking him out. The ball came out! The ball came out! But they're saying he was down. Yeah, they're saying he was down. Bleckley recovered, but they're saying he was down. The ball came out, but he caught him down. They marked it at the 38. Loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11. We don't have a replay, but it'd be interesting to see. I just saw the ball come out, but it was a pile up there, James.
It got into a big pile, and he got wrapped up, and he wasn't going anywhere. And they might have thought he was.
May have blown his progress.
Yeah, got his progress before the ball came out.
So 2nd and 11. Now Kirkley in the shotgun again. Gordon right behind him. And they'll shift over. Gordon will move over in the Wildcat bunch. He'll take the snap. And they hack it over his head. And they fall on him back around the 27. A bad snap. Hacked it right over Gordon's head. And I'm not sure who fell on it for them. It was number 14, I believe. Braylon Mincy fell on it. I think it was 14.
I think it was number 11.
It was 11. Okay, yeah. Kirkley, the quarterback.
It went through his hands.
Okay, there's not a 14 on the field. It's going to be 3rd down and a country mile. It's at the Dodge 27, 3rd down and 27 yards to go. They got to go up to the 49. Or should we say 22 yards, I guess. Kirkley in the shotgun with Gordon behind him. He'll take the snap. He's wanting to throw. Going long down the right sideline, and he overthrew everybody incomplete.
Not sure what everybody's,
Dodge is wanting a flag, but I don't see one. Do you?
It looked like they were hollering like there was a flag, but I don't see anything now.
Incomplete. They had a guy running down the right side around the 45 of Bleckley. We had a guy neck and neck with him. Incomplete. It will be 4th down.
They're marking off something. Oh, they called pass interference.
They did. I didn't see the flag. But it's not automatic 1st down. That's the good thing about it. But it will be 3rd down over. It's not automatic 1st down. Penalties up to the Dodge 42. 3rd down and about 7. They will play 3rd down.
That was about the only choice they had there was hope for something.
And they'll shift over and put Gordon in that Wildcat again. He'll take it and run it right up the middle. Now he's trying to bounce it outside, and he gets outside, but he's not going to get the first, I don't think.
Depends on the spot.
Well, they give him a good spot. He may get the first right at their own 49-yard line.
Right around the 1st down marker.
And let's see where it's going to be very close. I thought he went down about a yard shy of that, but they're going to call it a 1st down.
I don't agree with that spot. I mean,
it looks like he went down around the 47 or 48, and he dove forward. We're down to 35 seconds in the clock running in the first quarter. 6-0 Bleckley with Dodge with 8 of a penalty and still keeping their drive alive here. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Kirkley in the shotgun with Gordon behind him. They'll shift over, but this time Kirkley stays in at the spot. They'll take the snap. And he fakes. He actually gave it to number 8 on a little draw play. That was not Gordon. That was number 8, Jalen Lemon. And
go back to that pass interference call. I don't think that ball was catchable.
It probably really was. Unfortunately, though, unless they changed it, there's not an uncatchable rule in high school.
That's right.
And the quarter will end right there. We'll take a short break. Be right back at the end of the quarter. Bleckley 6, Dodge nothing. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're about to start the second quarter. It's 6-0 Bleckley. Dodge has it 2nd and 7 from the Bleckley 47-yard line. Actually, 2nd and about 6. They got to get there at 41. Kirkley in the shotgun. No, they'll shift over. He'll stay in there. And he's going to give it to Gordon on the read. Gordon still breaking tackles over the 45, down about the 44. He sidestepped the guy in the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 from the 44.
Gordon's getting his work in tonight.
He has ran the ball almost every play for him. Number 8, Lemon, ran that last play.
And number 25 was back there one other time.
That's been pretty much it.
Gordon number 1 is taking every snap.
Yeah, Gordon is carrying the load so far tonight.
Well, he took direct snap or got it handed to him. He's
3rd down and 3 now. Kirkley in the shotgun. And let's see if they shift again, and they will. And Gordon will come in the Wildcat spot. He'll take it and run it straight up the middle again. And he's going to be shy of the first down this time, I believe, by maybe a yard.
I don't know. It looks like he's trying to give it to him.
It's going to be 4th down, less than a yard for the first down, looks like. And, 4th and yard. They're marking on the 42, and they got to get to the 41. You know Coker's going for this. He went for it in his own territory, 4th and a yard.
This is probably the most... oh, goodness, I can't think of the weirdest offense I've seen as far as why do you line up, the way they're lining up and then move.
4th and yard, they shift over. Gordon in the Wildcat. He'll take it and run it straight up the middle like he always does. He bounces outside. 1st down and more. He's over to 35, over to 30, over to 20, 15. Brought down around the 10-yard line. So a big run on 4th and the yard. And they will have it 1st and goal, I think, right around the 10-yard line.
Number 1, Scooter Slappy that chased him down there and got the tackle.
James, that's what happens when you stack the line on 4th and short yardage. If they break past that front line, there's nothing else there.
All he did was bounce it outside. He had those 3 extra blockers on them. I mean, they're loading their sides.
1st and goal right on the 10. Same formation again. Gordon will take their Wildcat snap up the middle, and we bring him down around the 6.
So just to describe it, what they're doing is they're lining up with the quarterback. They got the two H-backs, one on each side. They got the quarterback and shotgun, kind of the pistol with the running back right behind him. And then the quarterback and one of the H-backs are shifting left or shifting right. To make a little 3 guys, and the quarterback's putting his hand on each of the guys' backs. And it looks like they're taking off early sometimes. More often than not, they seem to be taking off early.
And they'll shift in there again. That's number 8 again. That's not Gordon this time, but he's up the middle. We hit him behind the line. Nothing doing. The ball came out way late. It's not a fumble. That was way late.
Number 34, Willie Harris, got in there and got a hold of it.
That was Lemon on the carry. It was not Gordon, so Lemon run that one, and he did not get anything. They're going to give him progress to the line of scrimmage.
Willie's happy to be coming off the field after that hit.
Yeah, Willie Harris put a lick on him. The ball came out by way after the play was over. It's 3rd down and goal from the 6, and Gordon is back in now. And Kirkley's in the shotgun. Let's see if they'll shift again. I'm sure they will. They've done it all night. But Kirkley stays in the spot on the shift this time.
False start.
And now I think we got a false start on Dodge.
One of their, I think their right guard lifted just a little bit.
And look, the two H-backs moved early too. But, and the penalty will come back to the 11. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 11 now.
Like I said, the quarterback's putting his hands on their back, and it looks like they're taking off just a second before the snap.
And Kirkley goes out, and number 25, Cody, comes in now at quarterback. It's 3rd and goal from the 11. 9:26 to go in the half. Bleckley leads it 6-0, but the Indians are threatening here. Big 3rd down right here. And Coley will line up quarterback with Gordon behind him. And they will shift over, but Coley will stay in the slot and will take the snap. And he's going to run around the right side trying to get some blocking. And we're going to ball him up, but he comes back inside. He's at the 5, and he's down close to the goal line. Touchdown, Dodge County. We had him balled up at the 5, and he just squirted through there. And he fell at the 1, but he got the ball over the goal line. And Dodge County's tied it up here with 9:11 to go in the half. We hit him right at the 5, James, but he just squirted through a couple of our guys.
Yeah, I mean, we should have had him back deeper. He made a good cut back inside on that play, though.
And they're going to fake it and try to run a 2-point conversion, and the snapper's over the head, and somebody tackled the guy. He picked it up. So a 2-point conversion is no good. They tried to run a fake with the old swinging gate, and they hiked it over the guy's head. And everybody just kind of stood there. And now the officials are talking it over. Nobody ever did anything. Everybody just kind of stood around.
The white hat blew it dead. It said no good.
I think we had the whistle blown dead.
And
he signaled no good, didn't he? I saw that.
He can't then send the ball over there. Once he blows it dead, it's dead.
Yeah. And the white hat, he signaled no good on the attempt. The snap was over his head, and everybody just stood there. And number 15 picked it up for Dodge. And then the white hat blew his whistle and signaled no good. And then number 15 ran it in the end zone.
Well, the two
number
two
15
guys that
is
were on him should have. Our two guys that went to him should have either taken the ball or tackled him, one of the two.
Yeah. So after all of that, there's the point. No good. We're tied at 6. So we've seen a little bit of everything so far tonight.
That was probably the weirdest play I've seen in a long time. I mean, the ball was snapped up over his head. They got it. I mean, number 15 went back there and just picked it up. It's like he was almost trying to decoy him, and our guys didn't hit him. And finally, the white hat signals no good and blows the play dead without anybody being tackled, without a kick. I mean, nothing happened that should have stopped that play, to be honest with you. I can see why the Dodge County staff was upset, but
when the whistle blows,
it's done.
No matter if it's inadvertent or not.
And at that point, it was a safety issue from the one guy with our two guys standing right there at him. So,
and our guys stopped.
Our guys should have snatched it away and run with it.
As soon as he blew the whistle, our rest of our guys just stopped. So, inadvertent or not, the whistle blows, the play is dead. All right, Johnson will kick it off for Dodge. And it's a squib kick, and somebody better pick it up. And we finally do. I can't tell who it may be, Kenzio Hayes. And he's up around the 27 and fighting for more yardage, and they're going to blow it dead right there. I think they would have it at around 27.
Somebody whipped at it trying to go down and pick it up and just flat out missed it, and I couldn't tell who that was, but Hayes ended up coming right behind him and picking it up on a hop and getting a few yards out of it.
Tied at 6 with 9:04 to go in the half, and Bleckley has it 1st and 10. They mark it at the 28. And let's see, look, Sasser will come in at quarterback because Bailey will wind up wide to the left here. Hayes in the backfield, twins to the right and left. 9:04 to go in the half. We're tied at 6. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll send Brown in motion. He'll take the snap. He fakes. He throws it out behind the line. Incomplete to Brown. That is ruled incomplete. It was a forward pass.
It was a forward pass, absolutely.
Trying to hit Brown on a swing pass in the backfield, but it went right through his hands.
It did. I mean, I think he almost short-armed it maybe a little bit.
He may have been looking, trying to run before he caught it. We had a blocker out there. He may have gotten quite a few yards with it had he caught it, but it's all for naught now. 2nd and 10 now. Sasser in the shotgun. Trips to the left this time. Nobody to the right. Hayes in the backfield with him. Long count. And Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read, trying to get him around the right side. He needs a block. He's not going to get it. And he's knocked down right around the line of scrimmage that he may even lost it already. Nothing doing. It's going to be 3rd down for the Royals. Hayes just couldn't get around the corner.
I mean, a loss of about 2.
He lost maybe a yard or 2. They're going to mark it back to the 26. They put it almost on the 27. That's about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11. And, boy, we need to get a first down. We don't need to punt it back to them. They are really driven down the field, and our defense has been out there a while tonight. Sasser in the shotgun, trips to the left, one guy to the right. Hayes is in the backfield with him. Sasser takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws out in the flats, complete to Hayes behind the line. He's running down the right sideline. He's got the first down and more. Hayes at the 45, at the 50, and run out of bounds up around the Dodge 47-yard line. A huge play for the Royals right there. They're flagged down the end of the play, I think so. We got some pushing and shoving over on the Dodge sideline. And our Bleckley players clapping and may be on Dodge. It was going to be a big run, first down for Hayes.
We hope it's on Dodge. And, yeah, I mean, I think there was a late hit maybe after.
Akejo Hayes is saying it's on Dodge, and he was the ball carrier over there. And he got all the way up to the Dodge 47 before he got out of bounds. There's a swing pass out of the backfield, and Hayes running down the sideline using his speed. And he's saying it's on Dodge. Now let's see what the official says, the man who counts. It is a personal foul on targeting.
Wow.
A targeting call on Dodge County. Now, I'm not sure how the rule is in the hospital. Is that an ejection?
That is an ejection.
No, let's see who it is.
Did not give the okay.
It's a targeting penalty now. I don't know who it is. We couldn't hear the number. But if that's an ejection, he must leave the sideline, not just the game. But we'll see.
We have to keep an eye and see who leaves.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the Dodge 32-yard line now. Bryce Bailey in the Wildcat. He'll take the snap, running around the left side, trying to get a block. Dodge is stretching it out. Bryce got the 30 around the corner, and up about the 25 and brought down right there. I still haven't seen anybody leave their bench yet.
No, you know, I'm wondering if, I don't know. Maybe it's not an. Maybe it's not an ejection.
He didn't give the ejection.
He did not give the disqualified signal. So
they mark it at the 25. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3. Got to get to the 22 for the first down. Bryce Bailey again in the Wildcat. He'll split 2 wideouts to the left and the right, and that is Taylor in the backfield with him. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it right up the middle of himself, and he's going to get close to the first down. He may have it. They're going to keep him close to the 21, and I think it will be a first down for the Royals with 6:11 to go in the half. They're tied up at 6. Game getting a little chippy here. We've had some extracurricular activity after several plays, and it will be a first down at the Dodge County 21-yard line. And Dominic Sasser back in at shotgun now with twins on each side and Hayes in the backfield with him. Royals on the move here. Sasser will take the snap, he fakes. Throws out here, it's complete to Bryce Bailey. Gets the block. 15, runs over, got the 10. He got the 5 and brought down at the 4. Bryce Bailey ran over a guy at the 10-yard line.
he lowered his shoulder and rolled that guy.
Bryce Bailey's the best Herschel Walker impersonation. He ran dead over a man at the 10-yard line.
Unlike Bill Bates, that guy was able to grab onto his foot at least. He did get drunk and then it hurts, but
1st and 10 from the 5. We got the power package in now with the big defensive lineman standing there with Bryce Bailey. Hayes behind Bailey. Bailey takes a snap, and he fakes, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get right back to the line. So I think that was a busted play.
I think Bailey was expecting Hayes to come right beside him, and Hayes was going on sweep.
It looked like he was expecting Hayes to come take the handoff, and Hayes went running wide, so Bailey had to keep it himself.
Hayes was looking for a toss, and Bailey was looking for a handoff.
So it's going to be 2nd goal from just outside the 5. He lost a little bit on the plate. Same formation with that big defense line. Now Hayes will go in motion. Bailey takes a snap, throws it there, complete. Hayes behind the line. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Bleckley County! So that takes care of that. He sent Hayes in motion and just hit him on the swing pass, and Hayes took it in the end zone, and the Royals go up 12-6. We're going to kick this point. James thought we might go for 2 here, but being Dodge missed theirs, I guess.
I say being that you're even, why try that?
As Trey Corner will come on for the extra point, and Dominic Sasser will hold it. So the Royals back on top with 5:10 to go in half here, and Corner will kick the extra point. And they jump off sides. There's a snap, and they blow it dead. They had a guy way off sides over on the right side.
So he'll kick it from 1.5 yards closer.
And now looks like we may send the offense in here. They're Coach Byram, our quarterbacks coach, is looking to the sideline, calling in some guys, and it looks like we're going to do that. As they're sending in Bryce Bailey and that heavy package with Willie Harrison, the lineman, we're going to go for 2 now. We got it down to the 1 yard line. And yes, I do know Coach Byram, for anybody asking.
Well, in this case, you're getting the ball at basically the 1.5 yard line. So
and we lined up with that power package just like we scored on. Bailey in the Wildcat. He'll send Hayes in motion again. This time Bailey takes it and they blow it dead. There's a false start on Bleckley. So
now we'll run back out and kick it.
That kills that option. False start on the Royals, and now we're going for 1. So Trey Corner will come back in and kick. I don't know who moved. It may have been one of our wideouts over there.
Yes, I'm not sure if it was the wideout that moved or if it was when Hayes was going in motion. Maybe he moved towards the line.
He may have turned up. Yeah. And the extra point will be kicked from the 14-yard line, so a 24-yard extra point attempt here by Corner. Sasser will hold it. There's the snap. It stepped down. Kick is up. And it leaks to the right. And no good. He missed it to the right again. I'd be doggone. That was closer than the first one looked like. It just leaked over to the right as it got to the goalpost. So the score remains Bleckley 12, Dodge 6 with 5:10 to go in the half here. Both teams having trouble with the extra points here tonight.
So 12-6, Bleckley County here. Kearney's going to come out here to kick off.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get some scores for the rest of the region here tonight. Dublin is playing the team out of Florida tonight. They're not playing a region game. And everybody in the region is playing tonight. Just Dublin does not have a region game. They have an out-of-state game. And like we said, a lot on the line for this game tonight.
Well, when you're ranked number 1 in the state at your level, that's one of the things you do is you play people from outside.
And Dublin leads Swanee, Florida, 14-0 in the second quarter. Southwest leads East Lawrence 20-6. And let's see, Washington County. Here's the kickoff by Kearney. High end over end kick. And Coley will take it at the 1. He's at the 5. He's at the 10. Trying to cut back in. He's at the 15. And we brought down around the 17-yard line. That ball almost slipped Coley into the end zone. He had to retreat to the 1 to catch it. And Dodger had it 1st and 10. And
Bailey was about 10, 15 yards away from that play, and I saw somebody shove him and roll him. That's one of those things refs are going to have to watch out for, is them going after different players.
And here's a surprise, James. Northeast leads Washington County 6-0 in the second quarter. Of course, that's a long way from being over. Actually scores from Region 3 AA. And of course, it's 12-6 right here, Bleckley. All right, Kirkley in the shotgun. Now they'll shift over and Gordon will line up in the Wildcat. They run this all night. He'll take the snap, run it right in the middle. He's hit it to 20 and falls forward to about the 21. James, I saw what you're talking about then. It looked like those two H-backs and Kirkley took off a step early on that. But no flag.
It does every single time. It looks like they're going early.
But no flag. It looked like they moved early on that, but no flag.
And if you watch number 11 when he takes a snap, if he stays in there and takes a snap, he seems to get a little jump in. And he's right there. No, not this time. He seems to get a little jump in right before.
And Gordon runs it again, off trying to bounce outside. This time we ain't behind the line, nothing doing. He's going to lose yardage. I was about to say, James, Coach Lassiter is in the ear of the line judge over here. I think he may be telling him that they're moving.
Number 8, Willie Chambers on the tackle there behind the line.
And they give him progress up to the 21. They say he didn't lose anything. It'll be third down and about 7. So a big third down play here for Dodge with 4:04 in counting here in the half. Bleckley up 12-6. Been a quick half at all the running plays we've had tonight. And they'll shift over. Kirkley will stay in. He'll take the snap and he'll fake. There comes a flag, and they catch him this time. Off start on Bleckley. But it was the umpire who threw it. It was not the line judge who coached last year.
Yeah, I'll have to say it was not. And they got radio and they talk about watching. That's coming from that's somebody in the back there moving. That's not the line that's moving on that.
Yeah, it looks like those two H-backs are moving early. Just a hair. I mean, just maybe a tenth of a second.
And like I said, when the quarterback's staying in, it looks like he's jumping a little bit there too.
3rd and 11. Kirkley Blackley in the shotgun. He'll stay there on the shift this time, going behind him. He takes the snap. He fakes. He's looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Throws there in the flat. Nobody. He almost flew to Coach Slasher. Incomplete. Nobody there.
He told the H-back move 3 times. The H-back looked at him and shook his head.
Fourth down. They're going to punt this thing away. So a great defensive stand by the Royals. They force a 3 and out. And there goes one of our Bleckley's finest.
Two of them headed that direction towards Walmart. I hope
Johnson will punt it. And back deep for the Royals at the Dodge 45 is Bryce Bailey and Marcus Brown, or Kenzio Hayes is the up man. We got 8 men on the line. And that will back 2 guys off. And there's a snap. And it's a short punt. Actually a pretty good punt. Bailey will take it his own 47, comes to the left side, needs a block up to the 15-45 and brought down at the Dodge 40. So great field position for the Royals after a good return by Bryce Bailey. It looked like it was going to be a short punt, but it fooled me. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it carried a little bit more than it looked like it was going to.
It looked like it was going to come down around the Dodge 40, but it just kept going, and Bailey caught it at his own 47, and he's at the Dodge 40 with 3:23 to go in the half. A score here before half would be really big, as Dodge will receive the second half kickoff. Sasser in the shotgun, twins to the right, one to the left, and a slot man. Hayes is in the backfield. And he'll send Bryce Bailey in motion. Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read, and Dodge is all over that. You know, they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
We were calling for a face mask, but it looked like he had him on each side by the shoulder pads.
It looked like, the way he turned, he may think face mask hung with you, though. He had him by the shoulder pads from the front, not from behind. So that's a good tackle. That's not a penalty. Although it looked funny. Second down and 10, no gain on the play. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He gives it to Hayes on the stretch play, trying to get him around the corner. He's up to the 40 and going to be brought down. He breaks a tackle inside the 35. He may mark him down at the 35.
Number 9 has gotten into a couple scuffles already. Just then he comes in and just shoved one of our guys out of the way.
And it's at the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 right there for the Royals with 2:28 to go in the half. So James, you're thinking 4-down territory here unless something crazy happens on 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, unless you lose yardage here, if you at least pick up a couple, you can go for it on 4th down on this end of the field with this much time left.
Empty backfield. Sasser takes the snap. Now he's going to pull it down, try to run with it, and now he just throws it away. No, it's complete. Inside the 20, inside the 30, it'll be a 1st down, Bleckley County. That's for Kenzio Hayes, I believe, he caught the ball.
Hayes with a great catch. Just sat down right there. Good eyes by Sasser. He was looking to run it to the left. He had nowhere to go. Goes back to the right and found Hayes and just
on
hit
the 29. I wonder if that was planned. It looked like he was going to run a quarterback draw. Then he backed out of it and threw the ball.
I think he backed out of it because he found out he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, the draw was not going to work. He was going to lose yardage.
Yeah.
Hayes in the backfield with Sasser shotgun. Everybody else wide. He takes the snap, fakes, throws out, incomplete. Trying to hit Marcus Brown on a little
tip by number 8.
They had a guy knock him down at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. So it wasn't complete, but at least it wasn't intercepted either.
Yeah. He brought that pass down a little bit sidearm, got to keep it low, and Lemon was able to just get his hand out there and extend it.
2:12 to go in the half. 12-6. Blackley leads at 2nd down and 10 from the Dodge 29. Twins to the right, twins to the left, one to the right. Hayes in the backfield with Sasser. And here comes Marcus Brown in motion. Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read. No, Sasser kept it himself. He's over 25. He's down around the 20. Sasser's going to be close to a 1st down. I think he might be short. He's going to be about a yard shy, but Sasser was running the read to Hayes, but he pulled it in the last second. It's going to be 3rd and a yard from the 20. And you're definitely 2-down territory here. Minute 48 and counting. 3rd and a yard. Sasser, he'll get under center this time. He may just sneak it himself. And he will. He's going to get the 1st down and more. He's inside the 15. They called him down. The ball came out, but they called him down. He's at about the 14-yard line. He 1st and 10, Bleckley right there.
Yeah, he took that snap, and he hesitated. It looked like he was going to just jump in right behind to go with it. But he actually hesitated a second. A big hole opened up, and he picked up a good.
He was just a step. He was a step to the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 14 now for the Bleckley with 1:33 to go in the half. We lead 12-6 here. And Bryce Bailey looks like he's going to the Wildcat formation. He will as Sasser goes out wide. And Hayes is in the backfield with Bailey. 1st and 10 from the 14. Bailey takes the snap. He fakes to Hayes. He's going to keep it around the right side. Breaks one tackle. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Bryce Bailey just went 14 yards on the quarterback keeper in the Royals. 18-6 with a minute 5 to go in the half.
And there was a minute 11 when they signaled touchdown.
Well,
I looked to see what the time was, and it just kept on running.
We'll take that because that'll be a little less time to score for the half. And let's see if we try to go for 2 here. Was there a flag on the play? No, I'm sorry. I thought there may have been a flag the way the official was acting, but he was signaling his fellow officials as a kicking formation. I know that from when I used to referee. That's what that means. And we're going to go for 2 here as the offense stays on the field. 18-6, Bleckley leads it. Minutes 5 to go in the half. And we will go for 2 as Dominic move the ball to the left hash. You can do that. You can request that. Sasser will be in the shotgun. Hayes in the backfield. When he twins to the right. One guy to the left is Bryce Bailey. 2-point conversion from him. Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. He's rolling. Throws back over the middle. It's complete. It's good. Trying to hit. We hit a PG of Hayes. And that will make it 20-6. He faked to Hayes, and Hayes run the wheel route out to the left. And he was wide open, James, about 2 yards deep.
Yeah, they stuck with Sasser. Nobody covered Hayes out of the backfield after he took the fake.
So a minute 5 to go in the half. It's 20-6 Bleckley County. Wow, look at our listeners. We got 65 people.
Yeah, we got a lot of listeners tonight. Feel free to chat with us and tell us where you're from if you're listening in. We have the ability to chat.
I will say this, I don't know the gentleman's name, but we do have a listener up in Indiana tonight because at the B-team game last week, I overheard him tell somebody he would be in Indianapolis for this game, but he would be listening in on YouTube. And I don't know him. I don't know his name. And apparently he doesn't know me because I was sitting funny. But if that gentleman is listening, if you can chat us and tell you who you are, we'll give you a big shout out. I appreciate you listening.
I know a couple on the way to Disney World was listening to us. At least I hope they're listening to us.
So we got at least one way up north and a few down south.
Yep.
All right. Kearney will kick it off for the Royals. Back deep is Coley for Dodge County. Kearney approaches it. It's a line drive kick, and another guy, number 6, catches at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and brought that around to 28. That is
number 6, Tyrese Johnson.
Tyrese Johnson on the return. And 57.4 seconds. They've only got one timeout, James, so let's be interesting to see what they do. They've ran the ball all night. They tried to throw a couple of times, but
they're probably going to have to come out and try and throw.
And our defense can't get laxed here because they break a big play, and with Gordon back there, they're capable of doing that.
Coach Cofer may be thinking, well, let's try and throw it, but if that doesn't work, on the first play, then we'll just. And
Coley takes the shotgun snap, run around the right. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. He tries to cut back. We bring him out of bounds around the 42. But now they say he's inbound. He said
that was, if you got a big play like that, you got to get out of bounds.
But he said they'll stop the clock and move the chains. And they put it at Dodge 43. The clock will start as soon as they set the change. We're down to 45 and go. I got a text here. I got the answer in just a moment.
We got Mr. Andy Brand who just commented. Thanks for listening, Andy.
All right, we appreciate you, Andy. All right. Coley takes the snap again, trying to run around the left side. This time we hit him in the back. The ball come out. Bleckley County's got it. They're at the Dodge 39-yard line. So a huge turnover here.
Number 20 came up with that ball. The strip was by, I don't know if it was Slappy or, it was either Slappy or Chambers. I'm not sure who knocked that out. It was a single digit.
And they marked it at the 40 of Dodge County with 29 seconds ago. James, we have 2 timeouts. I'm sure Coach Lasher's not going to sit on this thing. He's going to try to get what he can.
Yeah, if you can add a couple points, even if you can get it a field goal range, having 2 timeouts. Although the kicking's been an issue, maybe you just got to get it to the left hash.
So a big turnover for the Indians here, and Bleckley's sitting at the Dodge 40-yard line. Empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. Sasser in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws a comeback screen to Bryce Bailey. He's at the 35. He's trying to break a tackle. He can't do it. They drive him back. They're going to give him progress to the 35. The clock stops at 19. I think we called a timeout. We did. And we got 5 on the play. Be second and 5 now. We ran that jailbreak screen then, but we didn't get our lineman out here quick enough to block for it.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a spread going on there, and they just didn't get out quick enough. So we got a timeout here. I'm going to talk about it with 19.6 seconds left. You got to really think about what can you do. You got one timeout. You're going to have to stay near the sidelines if you're not going to go for a timeout. You can complete anything anywhere. At this point, you don't have to stick to the sidelines, but you're going to have to burn your timeout. So Coach Lasseter probably could call something up that's going to be a deep throw at this point. You don't want to get stuck behind the line, and just see what happens here. At least maybe get into field goal range if nothing else with that timeout. Can't waste too much time as we go.
All right, I'm back. I had to answer a quick text here. Somebody's wanting to know how to pick us up, so you definitely go and tell them that. Second foul, timeout is up. Sasser in the shotgun, Hayes in the backfield with him. Twins to the right, one guy to the left. We have an H-back. That's Eli Mullis. Sasser rolling to his right. Plenty of protection. Throws out in the flat. It's complete to Marcus Brown up to the 25. He's brought down inside the 20, inbounds, and they'll stop the clock. They'll look to change. Be first and 10 from about the 19 for the Royals. And with 11 seconds you got to, because you want to have a chance for two plays.
Yeah, they were going to stop it, but you could have gotten up there and spiked it just for a chance. But now you got a chance to throw one to the end zone.
And maybe two, depending on what you do.
Depending on if you choose to try and kick a field goal at this point. But right now, with a 7 yard, with the spot being 7 yards back, you're talking about a 36-yarder from the coming from the 26-yard line with the ball at 19 right now. And
corners missed 2 extra points wide tonight. Distance has been no problem.
We're on the wrong hash for him.
Yeah.
If we're on the left hash, he can kick it in.
Distance has been no problem. He's just pushed them.
And I'm sure he would love some redemption, being that he's missed 2 on senior night here.
Now you're out of timeout, so the last thing you can do is get tackled inbounds or have a sack.
Yeah, no sack. You can get a first down, if you can get it quick, because you can spike it.
Right. So Sasser's got to think quick here. If nothing's there, you throw that thing about 10 rows deep or anywhere but in the field.
Throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Might end up with a blank mark. Joe Montana was throwing that ball out of the back of the end zone. Blank mark went up.
It's got to be a quick play. He's not having time to stand up here and look with only 11 seconds.
If he goes stand there and look, it's his only play.
Trips to the left, one go to the right. Now Hayes goes in motion. Sasser takes a snap, throwing the fade down into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Marcus Brown on the fade route down the right side. Bleckley has blown it up, and they've got a good lead right now with 4.7 seconds to go in the half. And the scoreboard says 66-6, but they correct that. It's 26 now.
They were trying to predict the final score.
That would be good. So Marcus Brown on the fade route, and Sasser threw it right where only Brown could catch it. Pretty good coverage by Dodge down there, but Sasser put it right where only Brown could make a play.
Kearney's in for the
we got a good kicker now. Kearney will try the extra point. Sasser will hold it. There's a snap and set down. Kick is up, and kick is good this time. I think it is good. And with 4.7 seconds to go in the half, it's Bleckley 27, Dodge 6. And boy, let's go back to that pass play. I don't mean to keep harping here, but what a throw by Sasser. I mean, you couldn't have run in there and handed it to him any better.
No,
because if he underthrows it may have been intercepted. If he overthrows, it's incomplete. But he dropped it right over the Dodge defender, and all Brown had to do was grab it out of the air.
Brown made it. I mean, for Brown to stay on his feet in that, I mean, he came down on his feet and he spun all the way around, ran out of the back of the end zone. For him to come down on his feet was a great play on his end.
And like I said, it was great coverage by the Dodge defender. So if it's underthrown just a little bit, it's knocked down at least and intercepted at worst. So great play on both ends from Sasser and Brown on the touchdown pass. And I'm thinking just screw up this thing, don't give them a chance for a return.
I would bet Coach Kofer was
with 4.7 seconds to go.
Coach Kofer was thinking maybe we should have just taken a knee instead of trying to run some plays last.
And I'm sure he'll be second guessed by some of those coaches in the stands over there. But
we got one from Cleveland, Georgia.
All right.
That's our furthest away so far.
Kearney will kick it, and yes, he does split it, almost an onside deal, and they hit it, and it's bouncing around. They finally pick it up, trying to run it, and now he's cutting out to the outside, and he's going to be running out of bounds around his own 40-yard line. The clock runs out. The half is over. And what a half by the Bleckley County Royals as they lead it 27-6. Now listen to the crowd, James, as the Royals lead the field here. What a half by the Royals. We still got a half to go. You can't get lax right here, as Dodge County is very capable of putting some points on the board. But at the half, it's 27-6 Bleckley. We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, folks. And if you tune in and we're not here, just hang on. We'll be back in about 20. But you score at the half, Bleckley 27, Dodge County 6. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network.
Well, that is the 3 minutes.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're about ready to start the second half here. Don Brown here along with Mr. James Hagel. And it's good news if you're a Royals fan. It is 27-6. They lead Dodge County, but we still have a 2.5 of football to go. And the Royals will kick it off to start the second half here.
The scores, Northeast leading Washington County, 13-0.
And that's in Sandersville, I believe.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Washington County is the home team.
Back deep for Dodge is number 25, Coley, and number 15, Beck. And Hugh County will kick it off for the Royals. So a great first half for the Royals. And, James, if we can keep it up, we'll send a lot of folks home happy over on this side and a lot of folks sad on the other side, as they say. But like I said, got a lot of football left to go. You can't afford to get lax either way here.
Yeah.
Kearney will approach it, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Coley retreats in, catches it about the 1. He backs into the end zone, but he comes out to 5, to 10, to 15. Gets hit hard right around the 20 and brought down right there. And I say he came out of the end zone because there's momentum carried him in the end zone. He did not do it, take it in there himself. So that is a legal play.
And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, Chris Noble has provided our internet for this game and all the games this season. He helps people who can't get internet to get internet. That's Chris Nobles, 478-308-0596.
And we appreciate everything Mr. Chris has done. Dodge quickly up to the line, same formation again. Kirkley will shift over, and now Gordon will line up into the Wildcat. And they'll take the snap, and he's running up the middle again. We hit him at the line, trying to push him back, and we finally do. They blow it dead. They're going to give him a yard at about the 21. Actually, they started at the 21, not the 20. I may have misspoke on that. He got up to the 22, gain of 1, second down and 9.
Yeah, I thought he was down at the 20, but it looks like they marked him at the 21.
And James, I was talking to some people at halftime. I'm not sure. I don't know if Dodge has run this formation all year or what, but they run it all night tonight. Kirkley, again, now he'll shift, but he'll stay in the quarterback spot, and he'll flip one guy over. Kirkley takes a snap. He'll fake. He wants to throw. He's looking, throws out the left side flat. And it's incomplete. He tried to hit one of the H-men coming out of the backfield there. Is that number 40?
And that's the first time they've done anything other than that one pass. That's the first time they've done anything other than this whole game other than running.
He tried to hit Seth Cosset. He's listed as the tight end, but he lines up at that H-back spot. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9. Just underway in the third quarter. And Dodge will line up, put a wide man wide to the left and right. Kirkley in the shotgun. Gordon behind him. Well, it may be number 8. Lemon behind him. I don't think that's Gordon. He doesn't look big enough to be Gordon.
Defense looking for a 3 and out here to start the second half.
That would be great if they could. Kirkley, shotgun. He takes the snap. He's dropping. He's looking to throw. Those are in the flat. It's complete. They blew it dead. I'm sorry.
They got started. That's
false
start. Yeah.
Number 15, Big, caught it right around the 30, but all for naught. And we're back
on that far side. I don't know. I didn't see who moved. I don't know if it was a receiver out there or somebody else, but
going back to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 14 yards. They'll get up to the 31. And Dodge get that same formation. They'll send Beck wide right. You got a guy wide left, and that is Gordon behind Kirkley. This time they'll shift over, but Kirkley stays in at quarterback. We almost jump, but we don't on the hard count. Just underway here in the third quarter. Kirkley takes the snap. He fakes. He's looking to throw. Throwing long down the right side. Trying to hit him in over here. And it's out of bounds. Ball way out of bounds. Flag down.
No chance to catch that ball. He threw a flag.
That ball was way out of bounds. And they're saying pass interference on Bleckley here. That ball was almost in the stands. It was so far out of bounds.
I mean, he didn't even have a chance to catch it. I didn't even see a shot anyway.
And that's going to be just enough for the first because it's 3rd and 14. It will be a first down up to the 32-yard line. They had to get to the 31. It's not automatic no more, but it is a first.
Are out on our side now.
Yeah, that ball was behind the players on the sideline. It almost hit the stands over there.
Yeah, I mean, he was over the coach's box, and
Nonetheless, 1st and 10 Dodge from their own 32 now. Kirkley in the shotgun. He has Gordon behind him. And let's see if they shift over. Maybe Lemon does. It doesn't look like Gordon back there. They'll shift over, but Kirkley stays in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He gives the limit on the read and not much. He's hit the line and driven back, and not much going on there.
Some of those hand signals and stuff that he does almost seem like it should be a false start for the quarterback. You know, he's waving his hand big to get him across. I mean, I get the clapping the hands. Everybody does that, but he's moving his hand like he's sitting there moving one hand and shoving him across.
Yeah. They give him a yard to the 33. Be second down and 9 right there. And now Coley will come in at quarterback. And Gordon just standing behind him. Gordon is back in there. And let's see if they shift again. They will shift, but Coley stays in at quarterback. They'll shift those 3 guys over to the left side.
Looks like they're going to run it left.
Coley will take it. He's trying to run around the left side. He's hit the line, and he's not going to get much. He's brought down maybe I'm not sure if he got anything the way the official on the far side is running.
The official on the far side is not getting anything. It looks like, too, that they're having a they're getting out there. They're kind of cutting our guys out there, and our guys are going up and over them now.
Yeah, and I hate that cut blocking. It's legal, but I hate it because you take out a guy's knees, and I wish they would. I wish they'd out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 3 of their guys that were blocking, it looked like they went and cut. Our guys just went over them over there ready to make the tackle.
Third down and 9. Kirkley in the shotgun, and they're wide out. When Kirkley did the hard count, they're wide out. He took off.
That clap got their wide out that time.
And he's doing push-ups over there. I guess that's part of his punishment. That is number 6 for them, Tyrese Johnson. And then he took off running a 100-yard dash, didn't he? Because he bolted out there.
That's not quick.
That's a false start. Now it'll be third down and 14 back at their own 27.
You got to watch them trying to throw it deep and pick up that first down again via pass interference. Just got to make sure you don't let that happen again.
Kirkley shotgun, third down and 14. He'll flip-flop the guys over again. He takes the snap. He fakes. He's looking to throw. Throwing a slant over the middle, and it's complete. They had a guy catch it. That's number 6.
Made up for that.
Just called Johnson. He run a slant, caught it up around the 50-yard line, and they bring him down at the Bleckley 49-yard line. Wow. We had guys there, but
number 6, Sean Jenkins on the tackle for that one. They're up and ready to go.
Yep, they're running quick. Hurry up here. They snap it straight to Gordon. He's running around up the middle, and we bring him down around the 45. He's going to get about 3. And clock at 9:04 and counting here. Bleckley up 27-6 here in the third quarter. But Dodge is on the move.
Yeah, number 34, Willie Chambers just rode him down on that one.
Again, they ain't by a questionable pass interference call, but it counts. Second down and about 7. Gordon again in Wildcat. They're not even shifting there. They're lining straight up in the Wildcat. Gordon again up the middle. And we hit him. He gets about a yard or 2, and they drive him back. He breaks free. They didn't blow it dead like I thought they would. And he's going to get the first down up at the Bleckley 35.
They shoved him right out of that.
It looked like the forward progress had been stopped at about the 42. They let the play continue, and he broke out of there, and we bring it out at the 35. Dodge quickly to the line again. They line straight up in the Wildcat. No shifting this time. Gordon in the Wildcat. And, boy, they took off early. No flag.
They're taking off.
No flag. They took off there. Gordon is still running. He's down around the 27-yard line.
Man, how are they not seeing that?
Their up back just took off about 2 steps before they snapped out.
He's got a block before he ball his ball.
Second down and 2, gain of 8 up to about the 27. Quickly to the line again. Wildcat, they hike it to Gordon again. Again they move and no flag. And he's going to get the first down inside the 25 to about the 24.
Somebody's got to be watching that. I mean, I can't
I'm
believe
thinking one of the coaches has got to put a bug in the official's ear here because their up backs are moving way early and no flag at all. I don't know if they're moving so quick and they're snapping and the official's just not catching it or what. But their up backs are moving at least a step or half a step or more before the snap. Clock running at 7:50.
I mean, they're almost in front of our guy making a block by the time that the ball comes out.
First and 10 at the Bleckley 24. This time they do line up in the regular formation. They'll shift over, Gordon to move into the Wildcat. They snap it to him again, right up the middle again. He's got a little room and still on his feet. We bring him down around the 18-yard line.
I mean, this is just one of the most unorthodox setups I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's almost like it created a new.
And I'm wondering if they put this in just for this game. I wonder if our coaches did not see this on film. I'm not sure if they run this formation or not. They mark it at the 19, second down and 5. And they shift through again. Gordon will line up in the Wildcat. Low snap, but he picks it up. Now he's wanting to throw, and it's caught out of the backfield by number 22, and he's going to be close to a first down. He just snuck out. He's one of the H-backs.
Yeah, good heads-up tackle there by Arkenzio Hayes.
Yeah, that's the play they had run all night. Gordon just took it and threw it to number 22 on the flat up there. That is Do I have a 22 yet? McNeil on the catch. And they're stopping. They're going to measure this. They're going to measure this. It's close to a first down. And
I mean, based on where they had the markers, it's not, but
15-yard line.
it's either going to be a first or third and very short.
They moved the marker.
Well, we got a moment. Couple 55th round will return to the match tomorrow for the last regular season competition before region. And we compete against 20.
We got second here. The cross country team will be competing tomorrow in the state championship.
Good
luck for them.
luck and good luck.
It's going to be very close on the measurement here. It's either going to be first down or third and very, very, very short. I mean, like inches. And I think it is going to be short the way it looks. Yep, it's going to be about 6 inches short, looks like. It's going to be third down there, and you know what play's coming. You know they're going to go for it if you don't get it on third down.
Yeah.
If number one does not run this football, I will be very, very, very surprised.
Maybe somebody will take off early again.
Well, they took off early a lot of times and not being called.
Yeah.
So. Of course, now last time, it was third and short, and we bunched it up. He broke a pretty good run, got down to our 10, and they eventually scored their touchdown. But they're sitting at our 14 now, and they're about 6 inches shy of the first down, third down. They line up in that same formation as Kirkley will get quarterback, Gordon right behind him. But I bet they'll shift over and move Gordon to the Wildcat. And they do. They shift over to the left. Gordon move in at the Wildcat. He'll take it. Here he comes. Trying to bounce it outside. We hit him behind the line, but he's going to get the first down and more. He's inside the 10. We hit him behind the line, but he bounced off of that tackle.
I'll tell you what, Mims pushed his guy right back into it.
Right where the play was coming.
Got him.
And that busted it up. And we had a guy there, just couldn't bring him down. And it's first and goal from the Royals 6-yard line. They're at the 6. They line up straight Wildcat this time. Gordon takes it, trying to bounce it off right tackle. He's near the 2-yard line where he's going to finally be brought down. That was just a straight Wildcat. They didn't shift at all.
Well, when they go fast, they just line straight up in, and they don't even get into it. And do the shift.
And here you go again, going quickly. Straight Wildcat formation going. Second goal from the 2. Gordon takes it again. He bobbles it. He picks it up. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. He almost fumbled a snout, but he hung on to it.
Mims got through a crease and almost made the tackle.
And that makes it 27-12 with the extra point to come. And James on that play, their backs moved a little early, but they're not called that.
They're going to line up exactly like they were in that one that was.
They're going with a swinging. They're going with a swinging gate. Now they're going to shift over, and the kicker, number 38, is Mangum. He will kick the extra point here. They will line up in the extra point formation now. Now they'll shift back. They're going to shift back and go for 2, looks like. They shift 2 wideouts on each side, and number 7, Harp, is the quarterback. He'll take the snap. He throws over the middle, and it's caught. The extra point good. That makes it 27-14. So they line up in the swinging gate. They shift to the kicking formation. Then they shift back into a regular formation. And Harp, who's usually the quarterback, hit number 22. McNeil for the 2-point conversion makes it 27-14 with 6:21 to go in the third quarter.
I see Coach Davis down there yelling about something. I can't figure out if he's yelling at the players or the He was unhappy. I think they were unhappy about the fact that the kicking block was on the field because they just took the kicking block and threw it back behind him about 10 yards. That's not a great place. That's not something we're not supposed to have it out there unless the play is actually a kick.
So Dodge County takes the opening kickoff and takes it the drive for the touchdown. The one thing about it, James, they use about half the quarter because they run the ball so much. Now Bleckley needs to be drive here to answer that. Game nowhere near over. We can't get latched here. 6:21 to go in the third quarter. Bleckley up 27-14, and Mangum will kick it off. It's a low line drive kick, and Bailey lets it go by. He'll run by and pick it up at the 10. Ross Bailey at the 15, breaks the tackle, trying to get loose. He's at the near the 15, near the 20. They're going to mark him shy of the 20, about the 19. So Dodge County
flag down
I didn't
see it down at the 30.
I didn't see the flag come in. You see what it is.
I think it's a hold.
It's usually a block in the back or a hold. And this is going to put us in a bigger hole here. And they'll mark it from the 19 back to the 9. Be 1st and 10 from our own 9-yard line. 6:14 to go in the third quarter. Boy, if we ever needed a good drive, we need it now.
This drive's 10-yard line. Be 1st and 10, first one goes.
So yeah, just need a long drive. Run some clock and put some points on the board at the same
Points
time.
would be just a little bit gravy, I guess. But right now, we're up 13 points with 6:14 to go in the third quarter, and we're on our own 9-yard line. And Dominic Sasser in the quarterback. 2 outs to the right, nobody to the left. Hayes in the backfield. Now we'll shift 2 of our guys over to the left. And now we send Bailey in motion. He takes the snap, he fakes, gives it to Hayes on the read. And Hayes is on the right side. He's got a little room. He's over to 15, down to about the 16. Going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. Going to be second down and about 3 right there. So good run on first down by Hayes. Clock running under 6 minutes now in the third quarter. 2nd and 3. And the Royals quickly to the line. We're going quick now. Wide out on each side. Hayes in the backfield with Sasser. Second down and about 3. And he'll send Marcus Brown in motion. Sasser takes the snap. He gives it to Hayes again. Hayes over the left side, and not much. They hit him at the line.
He ran right into the back of somebody.
He did not get anything. As a matter of fact, he lost the yard right to the 15. It's going to be third down and about 4 now. So we definitely don't need to punt right here. We need to get this first down, if nothing else. We don't want to punt from this deep in our territory.
No, we got to pick up this. We need to pick up this first down.
Yeah.
Just to, like you said, just to
third down is about 4. It's a little bit more than 4 actually. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's rolling left, wanting to throw. He throws out here and it's incomplete. He underthrew a man.
A little short there.
Trying to hit Maxwell up around the 30-yard line. Maxwell got hit after the play, but no flag.
I was actually, that was Marcus Brown. He was trying to hit. Brown got hit back of the knees after the play was over.
Yeah, we're going to have to punt. It's going to be 4th down.
The hit didn't look intentional. Looked like the guy just lost his feet a little bit.
So the Indians get a 3 and out here, and they're going to get good field position on this punt because Kearney's going to stand near his own goal line to punt this thing. The ball is at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, those back officials got me kind of laughing a little bit because he goes up and tells them on a punt every time. Here's how you signal a fair catch.
All right, Kearney, they have Cody standing at the Bleckley 44 and Kearney standing at his own 1. He needs a boomer of a punt if he can get one. There's the snap. And the kick is off, and it's a pretty good one. Cody will catch it. They blow it dead. They're blowing it dead. I don't see a flag.
I didn't see what it was.
I didn't see a flag. I'm not sure if come from the back judge. Does it delay a game? I see it laying on about the 44-yard line now.
Well, I don't. He's got his hand across. Nope.
Yep. There's a delay a game. Wow, this is going to put us in the end zone to punt now. They're going to get even better field position unless he can really boom one. Kearney's standing about 4 yards deep. 5:03 to go in the third. We're up 27-14, but Dodge has really seized the momentum now with that touchdown drive and the 3 and out here.
Kind of looks real lonely when he's standing there in the end zone all by himself.
There's a snap, good snap. He gets it off. And it's a pretty good punt end over end. Cody will field it at the 38, running to his right. He's going to be brought down at the 37. Good coverage on the short punt by the Royals.
That was a great tackle by Ty Williams there. Chasing that pull down. He didn't get really anything on that return. So he mainly went sideways. Now we got to look at the jaw going on.
So Dodge has it at the Bleckley 37 with 4:48 to go in the third quarter. And Bleckley leading 27-14. And boy, if we need a defensive stand right now.
For the 50-50 rifle, since we do not have a winner. First pick number 869-141.
First and 10 from the Bleckley 37. They had a Wildcat bunch again. Kirkley. They'll shift over, but Kirkley stays at the quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll fake to Gordon. He's going to throw Sand again. It's incomplete. We had a guy try. I thought he was going to jump around and intercept it, but
I thought he was too. He ran to the back up and stuck his hand around.
Incomplete. Boy, if he jumps out and intercepts it, he's got green grass ahead of him. It was Ty Williams.
It was Ty Williams there.
2nd and 10. Now they try to hit that quick slant at number 6.
Now we're seeing some passing from them this half. They didn't do it all in the first half, so.
2nd and 10 from the 37.
Kirkley game plan being coming out down by 3 touchdowns.
2nd and 10. Kirkley shotgun. They'll shift over, and now Gordon will move up in the Wildcat. And we jump off sides. No, they call false start.
Yeah.
They call false start on Dodge. We had one of our guys jump in the neutral zone, but apparently one of their guys moved. And if move back to the 42, be second and 15.
42-yard line.
And they'll send a couple guys in. 2 guys goes off. It's going to be second and 15 from the Bleckley 42. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. So we still got a ball game.
The ones you highlighted earlier, number 9 and number 22, who got into it early in the game, are the ones that have just come in. So
Kirkley in the shotgun. They'll shift over, but he'll stand. They move early again.
false start.
That's going to be another false start. Their left tackle moved early.
Yeah, he stood up. That was an easy one. He didn't even try to get back up.
And back to the 47. It's going to be second down and 20 now.
He did a personal.
That was it. It was either their tackle or their tight end. I think it may have been their tackle who moved in.
Yeah, he's in at the tackle now.
Yeah, they don't have a tight end right there.
Yeah.
Second and 20 now from the Bleckley 47. Kirkley shifts over, but Gordon's still behind him. Kirkley takes the snap. They fumble the snap, and I think Bleckley County got it. And we do. Bleckley County has the football. They fumble the snap.
That snap hit right on.
It might go to the up.
Right in the gut of number 9 as he was going across. He left early.
That tells you number 9 moved early. So the Royals have it at their own 47 after the turnover.
Well, they hit him in the gut and then just rolled over the line. And a couple of our linebackers were right there, Johnny on the spot.
Yep, number 9 was shifting over and the snap getting right in the belly. The officials are talking about something here now. Let's see what this is. I hope they don't call a false start and give them the ball back. They hadn't called a false start all day. Well, they have, but they did signal Bleckley football. Now the officials, I think it's going to stay Bleckley football the way it looks.
Yeah, they're talking about the music playing.
Yeah, I think they want to cut the music because Coach Lassiter is looking up here. And yeah, that's what it is. The coaches are looking back up there telling our assistants to tell the music to knock it off. And about high school rules, you can't do that. But they never say anything unless the opposing team complains.
We're 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they're doing it. So
yeah, but just being honest here, they won't call it unless the opposing team complains about it. And it's the same way with the band. It's the same way with the band.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, their band was playing earlier, and we didn't say anything about it. So.
Coach Kupfer for Dodge is still talking to the official. I'm not sure what this is about. At one point, you got to say, that's enough, Coach. Let's play ball. And now they finally do walk away. It will be Bleckley County 1st and 10 from their own 47. And tempers are getting a little testy here. And now the White Hats going to come over and talk to Coach Lassiter about something. And it's got to be about the music, I would think, James.
Yeah, it is.
Because Coach Lassiter keeps looking back up here.
I was checking to see if they had a "There's No Crying in Baseball," used for the football. Tom Hanks reference. Yeah, League of Their Own. 1st and 10 from the 47. We're finally ready to go now. Sasser in the shotgun. He'll send Bailey in motion. He takes the snap. He throws it to Bailey out behind the line. Bailey catches it. He's got some room. Gets the block. He's at the 50. At 45. Flag comes in. They're going to call a hold. They're going to call a hold on Marcus Brown up around the 50-yard line. I didn't know if it was on him or the other one. Just 2 flags came in, 2 different spots, but one of the Dodge guys turns around and wasn't even being touched and throws his hands up in the air like, I'm being held, because he couldn't go back to tackle.
And it's on their sideline. I'm not saying that was a bad call, but a lot of times you're going to get that. It is a hold right at the 50.
I say 6 yards.
Bailey picked up the first down. He got up right near the first down marker. But
well, I was going to say, talking about there's no crying in baseball. We have that for when we always had that at baseball games when the other coaches come out there, fussing. Yeah. We start playing that for them, but.
The penalty back to the Bleckley 41. It's going to be 1st down and about 16, looks like.
As a PA, you just don't ever play 3 blind mice, no matter what.
Now, Bryce Bailey's in the Wildcat. He'll take the snap. He fakes the Hayes. Bailey's going to keep it around the right side. He's got a little room to the 45. He's at the 50 and was 1 tackle away from going to the house. Another flag is
44 yards.
Sitting at the Bleckley 44. Not sure what this bucket's going to be on Bleckley as well. But Bailey was a step from going to the house. The guy drug him down right at the 50.
But the good thing on that is clock is running.
Yeah.
I don't remember what game it was I was watching the other day. But the team, it was an NFL team, they were trying to run out the clock. And they ran a play, and there was a hold on the play. They picked up the first down, but it came back. They had to replay first down, and it was enough that they were able to take a knee 2 times to finish the game, whereas they would have had to pick up at least a first down to get it. So that can benefit you in running some clock.
Bryce Bailey, Wildcat, takes the snap, trying to get around the left side. He's up to the 35, and he's brought down about the 36. The penalty marked us back to our own 34, and he'll get up to about the 36. Clock running, we're under 4 minutes now. About to go under 4 minutes.
It says first to 16, but it's way more than that.
It's going to be second down and about 20 now. We're sitting at the 36-yard line.
We're about 20 right now.
Second about
20
21.
and a half.
Second about 21. So, but the good thing is the fumble kind of flipped field position. We're not in our own hold anymore. Sasser back in at quarterback now. Shotgun formation. He'll send Hayes in motion. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws a comeback screen to Bryce Bailey. Gets the block. Breaks the tackles up the 40. 45, 50. Bryce Bailey down the sideline. 45 to Dodge County. He's run out of bounds. He's going to be close to a first down. Run around the Dodge County 44-yard line. It's going to be close. We had to get it just inside the Dodge 44, and they're marking it on the near side here. The chain's on the far side. They may have to measure this thing. Either way, it's going to be a first or it's going to be third and short. What a run by Bryce Bailey. They run the jailbreak screen. We got the blockers out there this time. Those big linemen got out there and got some wood on somebody. Amarius Mills laid the wood. They mark it short, third and about half a yard.
Just under 3.5 minutes to go to quarter.
Sasser gets under center this time. He's going to sneak it himself, and he's going to get the first down up to about the 42-yard line. Dodge come up tight in the middle, but what a push by the offensive line. They pushed the entire Dodge defensive line back a couple yards, and Sasser got in there, got the first down easily.
He went on that left side, right behind Mims, and that's somebody you can easily follow.
But it was a good push by our line. Their entire defensive line got pushed back. And it's at the Dodge 42, first and 10. We're 3:15 and counting in the third. Sasser in the shotgun. He has Hayes in the backfield with him. A long count. 2 wideouts to the right. Bryce Bailey wide to the left. Now Hayes will flip over straight behind Sasser. Sasser takes the snap. He gives it to Hayes on the read, and Hayes is hit at the line of scrimmage. He got hit hard. No gain, but he hung on to the football. Oh, he got nailed. Somebody laid wood to him. Clock running at 2:50 now.
Yeah, we're starting to snap the ball with less and less time on the clock, which is a good thing because at this point with a 13-point lead, you want to use as much clock as you can.
But you keep your foot on the gas. You don't let up here. It's still just a 2-score game. Second and 10, no gain on the play. Sasser shotgun again. He takes the snap. He's rolling right, looking to throw this time. Throws out in the flat. Got Marcus Brown's completed around the 30, and he steps out of bounds at about the 29. First and 10, Bleckley County.
Yeah, the defender fell down on that play and left Marcus Brown wide open when he came back. And I think he caught it and turned around and expected to be a defender there, and there wasn't anybody.
Yeah, Brown turned around and expected to get hit, and with nobody there, he stepped out of bounds. They marked it right on the 30. I thought he stepped out at the 29, but first and 10 from the 30. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Bleckley up 27-14. And now Bryce Bailey's moved in at Wildcat. Sasser went wide to the left. Hayes in the backfield with Bailey. He'll send Hayes in motion. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it off left tackle. Pushes his own man out of the way, trying to get him to block somebody, and he gets up to about the 28, maybe the 27. Gain of about 2, almost 3 on the play. And we're reaching the 2-minute. We're at the 2-minute mark now. And they're marking just shy of 27. Second down and a long 7 here. And no hurry here. We're 1:50 to go. Sasser in the shotgun. I'm sorry.
I would say we have one person from Cleveland, Georgia. I'd like to see where other people are listening from.
Yeah, let us know. Sasser takes the snap, rolling right, looking to throw. He's still looking. Now he's just going to throw that thing away. Almost intercepted it. I thought he was throwing it away, but
that was a horribly timed jump by the defensive back. He was on the way down when the ball came by.
I thought Sasser was throwing it away, but he was trying to hit Marcus Brown, and it almost got intercepted. Well, it was Marcus Brown. It was Brown.
Yeah, it was a little bit high, but that was a good thing. It was high because it was high enough to get away from the defensive back as well. Let's put it that way.
3rd down and 7. Sasser in at quarterback. Trips to the left this time. One guy to the right. Hayes in the backfield with him. We're out there 27-yard line. He takes the snap. He's looking for it. Throws out behind the line to Hayes. Hayes down the sideline. There goes Arquillo Hayes. Touchdown, Bleckley County. Just flipping out behind the line to Arquillo, and he just took it down the sideline, got a block over there from Marcus Brown, and he goes 27 yards, and the Royals answer the Dodge touchdown, making it 33-14 with an extra point to come. Boy, do you see the speed on Hayes once he got to open out there?
Yeah, he just took, I mean, he saw a hole once he caught that ball, and he just split a couple defenders and was gone.
And is that Hugh Kearney on for it? It is Kearney for the extra point. Sasser will hold it. Minute 28 to go here in the 3rd. There's the snap. It's set down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with him. With a minute 28 to go in the 3rd, you score Bleckley 34, Dodge County 14. We'll be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back, everybody. With 1:28 to go in the 3rd quarter, Bleckley leads Dodge 34-14, and Hugh Kearney will kick it off for the Royals. Back deep for the Indians, number 25 Coley and number 15 Beck.
And Kearney's been kicking it consistently to the goal line. It's carried them in just about every time.
We're waiting on the officials. They were discussing something. Now they're ready to go, so we'll get ready to go here in a minute. You're right. Kearney's kicked it off pretty well tonight. And so he needs to kick us in the end zone, make them start from our own 20. We still got a quarter of football to go, so we're not done yet. Now we're ready to roll. The referee blows it in. Kearney will get ready. And Kearney approaches it. And it's a high end over kick, and it's over everybody's head, but Beck will pick it up at the 1. He's at the 5, to 10, to 15, to 20, 25. Breaks the tackle and gets flipped up. Ball on the ground, but Dodge County got it. He fumbled the ball.
I think he was down because he came out when his hand did.
He knocked him down at the 30. The ball came out, but Dodge got it anyway. He got flipped upside down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good return.
I mean, he went head over heels and just went over the top. And when his head hit, that's when the ball popped out. Head and arms, I guess, came down together.
They may have called that a fumble because they recovered it at the 29. That's where they marked it. So they did call it a fumble, but Dodge has it on their own 29. Kirkley in the shotgun. And now they'll shift over. Gordon behind him. Kirkley takes the snap. He fakes to Gordon. He's going to throw. And it's almost intercepted, incomplete. Trying to hit Beck on the slant pattern. And number 1 for Dodge. Who was number 1 for Bleckley? Number 1 for Bleckley. No, for Bleckley.
Bleckley. Number 1 is Scooter Slappy.
Yeah, he almost intercepted that. And he could have walked to the end zone if he had of. Incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10 for Dodge now. A minute 16 to go in the 3rd.
Scooter's a sophomore. He's earned a lot more playing time as the season's gone along.
Yeah, he
announced as a starter tonight.
If he'd been a half a step quicker, he could pick it off, but he just did get a hand out there and knock it down. 2nd and 10. They shift over. Gordon moves over in the Wildcat. He'll take the snap. He's running up the middle. We hit him. He breaks the tackle. He's up to the 35-40. Look out. There he goes. 45-50. Got a guy chasing. 45-30. And he's going to be brought down from behind. Trying to tackle him. He brought down around the 6-yard line. Gordon broke free, and boy, he took off. He was hard to catch, but was Arquillo Hayes who caught him? And it'll be 1st and goal Dodge from about the 5 where they mark it.
Well, Hayes caught up to him, and Hayes could have taken him down about 5-6 yards earlier.
But he's trying to knock the ball out.
Well, he's trying to knock the ball out, 1, but 2, if he had gone down when he got into hold of him, it would have been a horse collar.
Yeah, he had him from behind the neck.
He was going to pull him backwards if he did. So smart play to at least pull him back to him a little bit, trying to
make a clean tackle.
So.
They mark it at the 6, not the 5. 1st and goal Dodge.
Troy Rogers says, Don, you got so excited you knocked us off the air.
Who was that?
Troy Rogers.
Oh, okay. Gordon takes the Wildcat snap, trying to bust it outside. He cuts back in. He's into about the 3 and brought down.
Tripped up.
Sorry there, Mr. Troy. Didn't mean to knock that off there. But appreciate you listening to us. And they're going to make it 2nd and goal from about just outside the 2-yard line. Dodge County threatening here. We're down to 45 seconds in the third. Gordon in the Wildcat again. They line straight up in it, no shifting. He takes a snap, running up the gut. He's hit at the line. He's still pulling forward. And did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Dodge County. And that will make it 34-20 with the extra point to come. So Dodge, they struck quickly when they had to. But, of course, the big run by Gordon aided it as he ran it from the 29 down to 6. So Dodge back on the board here, 34-20, extra point to come. They'll line up in the swinging gate, and they're going to shift over to kicking formation. Let's see if they'll shift again. They did last time.
They know what they're doing this time, or if they'll actually.
Hart will hold it. They're not going to kick it. Now, last time they shifted back out of it and went for 2 and got it. It looks like they're going to stay in it this time. There's a snap. It's set down, and the kick is. It's good. It went left a little bit, but it's good. That makes it 34-21 with 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Just like that, Dodge County struck quickly. The long run by Gordon set it up. And 33 seconds to go in the third quarter here. So Bleckley needs another drive here if we can get it.
As the winning state team, they represent Georgia at the National 4A FFA Land and Range Building Contest in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in May of 2020. The team is coached by Dr. Walt Park. Congratulations.
All right, we're ready to go now. Number 38, Mangum will kick off for Dodge. Back deep for Bleckley is Bryce Bailey, Akizio Hayes, and Marcus Brown. And you got to keep an eye on this. I don't think they try an onside this early, but you never know. Mangum will be kicker. Now waiting on the official. He finally blows it in. Mangum approaches the ball, and it's a line drive kick again. And number 10 for Bleckley falls on it at the 22-yard line. Jameer Marshall just fell on it.
Yeah, he tried to pick it up and run with it, and kind of lost his handle trying to take off, but it's a smart thing, got down on it at least.
So it's at the 22, 1st and 10 Bleckley with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Somebody needs to tell them that we're offended by the
band.
By the band playing the Tomahawk Chop.
So 1st and 10 from the 22 for Bleckley now with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter.
It worked for the Cardinals against the Braves.
Yeah.
You know, but
29.6 seconds actually to go. And Sasser will bring him out. He'll line up at quarterback. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Well, actually 1 to the right. We'll have a tight end over there. And Hayes is in the backfield with him. Sasser takes a snap. He gives it to Hayes on the read. Hayes right up the middle. He's got a little room brace to tackle over the 25, still on his feet. They finally bring him down around the 27. Gain him about 5 on the play. That'll be 2nd down and 5.
As we talked about all season, you got some great speed in that backfield with Hayes and Bailey.
The clock is going. I think the clock may run out here before we run a play.
Yeah, we're coming to the sideline, getting to the fourth quarter.
And the third quarter will end right there with you score Bleckley 34, Dodge County 21. We'll take a timeout. Let them be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back, everybody. About to start the fourth quarter. It's 34-21, Bleckley over Dodge. It's 2nd down and about 5 for Bleckley sitting at our own 27-yard line. Sasser in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 guy to the right. Hayes is in the backfield. Sasser takes a snap. He fakes to Hayes, throws a quick pass there to Marcus Brown. He jumps over him, man, gets the first down, knocks out of bounds. There comes a flag. Late flag. There comes a late flag. Brown jumped over the defender, then got hit around the 33-yard line and knocked out of bounds.
Still got one of their guys trying to talk trash.
Let's see what the flag is. It come in late after the play here. It will be a first down if it stands. Officials talking it over. Nobody reacting either way here to give you a hint of who's it on. It come after the hit was made. And let's see, they're looking at the spot of the ball now. I think it may be a dead ball penalty on whoever it's on. They're going to wave the flag off. No flag. Whatever it was, they waved it off.
Dodge thought it was against Bleckley. Bleckley thought it was against Dodge. Now they're taking it.
Yeah, both teams threw their hands, put their hand up in there.
Man, the Dodge guys were thinking, he can't jump over me.
Well, you know, there used to be a rule in high school you couldn't hurdle, but I think they took it out a few years back. You see a lot of hurdling going on.
I know in baseball you can't. You can't jump over, over somebody.
First and 10 from the 33. Bryce Bailey in the Wildcat this time. Sasser out wide left. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it around the left side, trying to get a block over there. He gets one. He's over the 30. He cuts back in. He probably should have stayed outside instead of cutting in, but he's only got about either a yard or no gain. I don't think he got anything. Only second down and 10. He cut back in. He probably should have stayed wide. He had a block over there. No gain. Be second and 10. We're just underway in the fourth quarter here. 11-17 to go in the game.
That's
still a long way to go.
They hadn't really broken a long one. Hayes broken a long one.
One of our linemen is limping, number 68.
That's Bowden.
He's actually our center.
Yeah.
But he's staying in there.
I noticed that he was walking kind of funny in between quarters.
Sasser back in at quarterback. He'll send a man in motion. He takes the snap. He fakes. Throws back behind the line to Bryce Bailey, trying to get a block for him, trying to get him around the corner. They're not going to do it. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 32. Dodge was over that. Marcus Brown was out there, but he had about 4 men to block. He couldn't block all of them.
Eli Hollis came out there to try and help, and I think he just got there a little bit late to get the block.
They ruled no gain, 3rd and 10. He got back to the line. I didn't think he did. Down to 10-29 and counting here in the game. 3rd down and 10 now. We need to pick up this first down if we can. We don't want to give him the ball back right now. Sasser back in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Hard count. They jump, but they don't get off sides. Plenty of time on the play clock. 10 seconds. Trips to the right, one to the left. Now Hayes will go in motion. Sasser takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Rolling to the right. Throwing out here in the flat. He just threw it away incomplete. Didn't have anybody open. They hit Sasser after the throw, but no flag. And it's going to be 4th down. We're going to have to punt this thing. He was trying to hit Marcus Brown, but nobody there, and he just threw that thing away wisely.
Yeah, he was under a lot of pressure. It was hard to make a good throw that could get to where Brown was, because Brown was headed downfield. Not going back yet.
Punt it and play a little defense here. Kearney will punt. He's standing at his own 19. They got Coley back at his own 40 for the Indians. 10:02 to go in the game. And Kearney needs a booming punt here if he can get it. Oh, they snap it high over his head. And Kearney's running way back there to pick it up, and he falls on it on the 1 yard line. And Dodge County will have it at the 1. Boy, what a turn of events. He probably should have just kicked that thing out of the end zone and taken the safety. But now Dodge is going to have it at the 2 yard line, 1st and goal. They snap it over Kearney's head. What a turn of events we had here now.
I mean, you got to at least try and kick, pretend to pick it up and accidentally kick it out of the back of the end
pick it
zone.
up and just run back there and down it.
Even if you fall into the end zone and down it, they're better off.
And they're going to line up, straighten out Wildcat with Gordon. 1st and goal from the 2. Boy, this turns things around here. And Gordon takes the snap, trying to get right. He's going to get outside. Touchdown, Dodge County. No problem there. And they are back in this football game, folks. They are right back in this football game. That makes it 34-27 with the extra point to come. What a turn of events that was. We've had good snaps pretty much all year long on the punt. And they're going to line up in the swinging gate. They may go for 2 here. They haven't shifted over yet. They still hadn't shifted over. They sent the guy off the field way late. Now they shift over. Going to shift back over into the kicking formation. Boy, what a bad play that was. And Mangrum for the extra point. Hart will hold it. There's a snap, it step down, kick is up, and kick is no good, wide right. Kick is no good. Score now, Bleckley 34, Dodge 27. We'll take a short time out. Be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Okay, welcome back, everybody. With 9:47 to go in the game, Dodge County just got a huge break on that bad snap on the punt, and they scored to make it 34-27. So, brand new football game here. And Mangum will kick it off for Dodge. Back deep is Hayes, Brown, and Bailey. So we really got to move the football now. And Mangum approaches it, and it's a squib kick again, and we got a guy pick it up at the 24. That's Marcus Brown. He's up to the 25 to 30, trying to get around the left side. Still running on the near the 35, and they drive him back. He falls forward. They're going to mark him about the 33 or 34. Looks like first and 10, Bleckley right there. So James, we need a long time consuming drive. You're going to put some points on the board.
Points on the board, whether it's whether we get field goal range, whether we have to get down there and punch it in. We just need to take some time off the clock and keep it moving.
We're marking that at 34, first and 10, Bleckley right there. We definitely need some first downs, if nothing else.
Of course, that was the first real miscue of the night for the Royals.
Yeah, I said all year long, we even really had bad snaps on the punt. And Bryce Bailey will line up in the Wildcat now. He'll send a wide out on each side. Hayes is in the backfield with him. And he'll shift over the two H-backs over to the right side. That's Mullis and Maxwell. And now they wait and blow the whistle in. It took forever to blow it in.
Had to blow the play in.
Bailey takes the snap. He fakes. He's going to keep it. He's up to the foot. There goes Bryce Bailey. See you later. There goes Bryce Bailey down the sideline. Touchdown, Bleckley County. Woo! That's the way you answer.
He leaned across the goal line just like the finish line.
Bryce Bailey just went 67 yards. He faked the Hayes and took it around the left side, and down the sideline he went. And that's the way you answer the play by Dodge. And it makes it 40-27 with the extra point to come. Well, James, you rolled the score, but you didn't use up much time.
But hey, you got to score. That's important.
Yep. Back with that two-score lead. And Hugh Corney on for the extra point. Dominic Sasser will hold it. There's a snap that's set down. Kick is up, and kick is good. 9:26 to go in the game. Bleckley 41, Dodge County 27. Oh, what a run by Bailey just when you needed it most.
While we got a second here, I'd like to give a shout out to Chris Nobles Net. Chris is providing the internet for us this season. They provide internet for those who can't get internet. Call Chris Nobles, 478-308-0596. And that's 478-308-0596 for Nobles Net for your internet needs.
Man, we appreciate everything that Mr. Chris does for us. Good quick score updates here. In Region 3AA, Dublin 41, Swanee out of Florida 21, 45-21, Dublin leads that one. Southwest 46, East Lawrence 12. These are not finals; they're still going on.
So we asked for a time-consuming drive, and they took off 21 seconds.
And it's still Northeast 13, Washington nothing, but that says second quarter by now.
Hasn't been updated.
Yeah, that game's not been updated. All right, Kearney kicks it off for Bleckley, and Dodge guy picks it up at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, breaks a tackle, and brought down around the 32. And I thought the ball may have came out, but it didn't. And Dodge will have it at around the 32-yard line, first and 10. 9:18 to go in the game. Bleckley leads at 41-27. It's been a pretty good football game thus far. And Boy, that bad snap on the plate really looking big now, isn't it? Dodge has
that was huge. I mean,
Kirkley in the shotgun. They'll shift over. Now Gordon moves into the Wildcat. He'll take it and he'll run it straight up the middle. We hit him behind the line, trying to pull him down, and he gets up to about the 35, gain of about 3. And again, James, it looked like their H-back moved early again, but no flag.
I've been watching it all night, and he's been moving early. Every single play. Maybe they're just assuming that he's not moving because they're just thinking he wouldn't do it every time.
They mark it at the 35, 2nd and 7. We're under 9 minutes to go now. Clock running. Dodge again in that shotgun for Kirkley. Gordon behind him. Now they'll shift again and Gordon to move into the Wildcat formation. He'll take it, run it up the middle again, and he's dodging. He hit him and bring him down shy of the 40 or maybe right at the 40. Gain of about 5 on the play. Going to be 3rd down and about 2 for Dodge right there.
And it's just a little interesting because he's clapping and then they're running into their positions. And you would think that's got to be, if you're doing that and getting some type of movement, that's got to be, you know what I mean?
And they're going to flag down. I'm sorry, James. They run Gordon flag down from the back judge over here. Now let's see what this is. I hope we didn't get a sideline penalty. The back judge threw a flag and they let the play go on. Now let's see what we got here. Usually he throws for a delayed game, but they let the play go on. Gordon got up to about the 50. It'll be 1st down Dodge if it stands. Now let's see what we got here. And it looks like they may mark it off on Bleckley the way the umpire's standing there. And well, let's see. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't think
here.
he knows where to go from is what it looks like.
We got illegal substitution on Bleckley. That will be declined. Dodge will take the play. And they mark it at the Dodge 48, 1st and 10 right there. I didn't see us run anybody on late. Apparently they may have gotten off the field late.
Washington County has scored in the 3rd quarter. It's in the 4th quarter now. It's 13-7. Northeast still leads.
Gordon takes the Wildcat snap. He's running up the middle again, off right tackle actually, and he's brought down just over to 50. Going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Going to be 2nd down right there. We're down to 8 minutes to go in the game now. Bleckley leads at 41-27. Boy, that clock is running slow, but it needs to speed up, doesn't it? When you got the lead, the clock runs slow. When you're behind, it runs fast.
I tell you what, that first half went quick, but the second half is drug out a little bit.
They mark it right on the 50, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Kirkley in the shotgun. Let's see if they shift over again. And they will shift, but Kirkley stays in the same spot. He'll take the snap. He fakes. He's wanting to throw. Tries to throw the slant. Incomplete. Overthrew his man over around the Bleckley 45.
A little bit of miscommunication looked like there. The receiver came in and he blew out.
I think Kirkley changed the play at the line because he ran over here and said something to the receiver before he snapped it. And incomplete. Going to be 3rd down and 8 from the 50. And James, with this late in the game, will score. I don't know if Dodge goes for it here on 4th or not if they don't get this. We'll see. 3rd down and about 8 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Kirkley in the shotgun. Gordon's behind him. They'll shift over. Gordon moves up into the Wildcat position. He'll take the snap, run straight up the middle. We hit him at the line, and he's going to get a couple up to about the 48. That's going to be it. And again, James, I swear they moved early to him, but no flag.
They bobbled the ball a little bit too there on that snap. He hit him up like on the upper right side. He had to corral it.
Okay, they're keeping offense on the field. It's 4th down and about 6 from the 48-yard line. Boy, this is a big move right here.
7 minutes to go.
And we reached the 7-minute mark. 4th down and 6. Kirkley in the shotgun. He is Gordon behind him. And they'll shift over, but Kirkley stays in the shotgun. Clock is under 7 minutes, and it looks like Dodge County's going to burn a timeout here and call this thing over. And they do call a timeout with 6:48 to go in the game. 4th down and about 6 for Dodge. It's 41-27. Bleckley leads it. And James, just looking at our screen here, look at that. 72 listeners right now. Wow, what a crowd. And again, we give a big shout out to Mr. Chris Nobles for providing their internet service tonight. But next week, the Royals will be on the road to on the Southwest Patriots up in Macon, Georgia. If you can't make the game, just tune in right here on YouTube. Well, James and I have it for you. Kickoff time will be 7:30. Dodge County wraps up their regular season tonight. They will be off next week, and wait and see what their fate is for the playoffs. Depends on what happens here tonight and next week. as what seed they will have and what seed we will have. But right now, it looks like both teams will lock up a playoff spot. But we got a lot of football left here. 4th down and 6. Dodge is going to go for it. And Kirkley will stay in shotgun. They're going to split 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. 4th down and about 6. Kirkley, shotgun snap. He drops. He's looking to throw. He's looking. Rolling to his left now. He's throwing long down the left side. We got a man down there. They got a man down there. It's better around. Incomplete. And Bleckley will take over. They had a man down around the 10. We had a man down at the 10. It was a jump ball, and it falls incomplete. And the Royals take over at their own 48-yard line.
They were hoping to get a PI call again there. Bailey just went up and positioned himself on that. Matter of fact, it was almost pass interference on the receiver.
Yeah, Bailey had inside position, and he jumped up, and the Dodge guy jumped up behind him, and it got battered around incomplete. But I'd rather have it right here than down there anyway.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Bleckley from their own 48 with 6:38 to go in the game. We lead 41-27. Dodge has 2 timeouts, so we need some first downs and some clock eating right here.
Absolutely. Just probably going to see heavy dose of Wildcat.
A lot of Wildcat with Bryce Bailey, and that's exactly what we're in right now. Bailey, Wildcat. He'll shove Mullis and Maxwell over to the right. Hayes in the backfield of him. He fakes to Hayes. Bailey's going to keep it himself, and he's hit behind the line and brought down right there. He's going to lose a yard or so.
Yeah, number 9, Eli Williams just kind of broke through there and unblocked and hit him.
And they stopped the clock. Did Dodge run another timeout? Bailey took a hard hit. What did he stop for? Did Bailey's helmet come off?
What they stopped.
The official on the far side stopped the clock, and I didn't see Dodge call a timeout. Was there a flag we didn't see?
No flag. He's standing over the ball.
Officials are talking something over here. They're marking off on Bleckley. It's a hold on Bleckley.
Hold on Bleckley.
I do see the flag now. It's laying at the Dodge 48. And the penalty's back to the Bleckley 37-yard line. Not quite, just inside the 37. It's going to be 1st down at about 20 from right there. 6:23 to go in the game now. I didn't see the flag until they all moved, and it was laying right around the 50-yard line. All right, Bryce Bailey still in the Wildcat now. 2 outs to the right. He takes the snap, running right, trying to get some blocking over there. And he gets a little bit. He's at the 40. He's 7 steps. He's at the 45 and running out of bounds around the Bleckley 46-yard line. Gain of about 9 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to pick up the extra yards. This is a point where you do want to stay inbounds as much as you can.
Yeah, because in high school,
we're still trying to get yards back at this point.
And he marked it at the 46. It's going to be 2nd and 12 right there with 5:57 to go in the game. Well, they start the clock back, James. Apparently, they said he didn't go out of bounds.
He was out of. They got him out of bounds. I think because it's not under that. Well, I don't know. Is that the case in high school?
I didn't think the clock restarted like it does in college, but we'll take it. They're letting it run. It's at 5:40 now. Unless that rule was changed, but I didn't think it did. Anyway, Sasser back in at quarterback now. 2nd and about 12. He takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read. Hayes off of the right tackle, breaks one tackle over to 50. He's over to 45, and he's close to a 1st down around the 43. I think he may be a little short, and Dodge has got to play a hurt. But he's staying on his feet. Number 8 was hopping around.
Yeah, he gets to the 42. It looks like on this side they got him at 43.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and about a yard. We got to get it there 42. Clock at 5:10 now, so we can run this under 5 minutes before we snap it. Play clock at 30, so we got plenty of time.
We get it down close to 4 and snap it.
And we're in no hurry. We haven't even got the play called in yet. Coach Byram, who sends in the plays, finally sends it in there. This is pure strategy, though. We're sending it in late because play clock down to 15, still plenty of time. Game clock under 5 minutes. Sasser under center. He's going to sneak it himself. He's got the 1st down over to 40. He's near the 39. He just did a quick count and took it over left tackle behind big Amarius Mills over there. That's I don't really see Mills on the field. Yeah, I do see Mills now. Part of his heel, isn't it?
Yeah, and they've got 2 timeouts left, so
they start
that's the 1st down again. So
and Sasser went up there and just did a quick count like goat, and he ran right behind Mills off left tackle, and he got the 1st down to the 39. And again, taking their time getting the play in here. It's 4:25 to go in the game. Play clock at 15 seconds. And finally, Coach Byram signals the play in, and Bryce Bailey's in at Wildcat. Play clock down to 10. Plenty of time on there. 1st and 10. They'll send Hayes in motion. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get off left tackle, and they hit him behind. Flag down. That may be a face mask. They spun Bailey around big time. And let's see, it'll be the personal foul, face mask. That'll be 15 big ones. So that will help. But I thought that had to be a face mask when they spun him around.
And they'll blow the clock back in with 4:09 left. So running down inside of about 3, probably at least around to 3:50 before after snap this ball again.
And you think Coach Kofer for Dodge had to burn those 2 timeouts. They mark it all the way up to the Dodge 25, be 1st and 10 ready. They wind it right there, and we reached the 4-minute mark right now. We're at 4 minutes and counting. Play clock at 15, still got time on there. The play clock was set at 25, being our rule on the penalty there. They get the play in, now we're up to the line. Bailey's in the Wildcat again, play clock down to 6. We're going to have to hurry a little bit here. 3, 2, 1, they snap it, and Bailey and Hayes ran into each other, and that's going to bust the play up, and Bailey just slides down back around the 31-yard line.
A kind of funny view over there is Mims was out there too at the left tackle, and he was standing up next to Eli Mullis. Now Eli Mullis is not he's not short.
He's not tiny,
but he looked tiny when I saw him out there next to Mims.
The play was just busted from the go. It looked like Hayes went left and Bailey wanted to go right, and they ran into each other, and then Bailey did the smart thing by hanging on to it. He went down just inside at 32, so it's a loss of about 7. Clock reaching 3:09. We're going to hit the 3-minute mark before we have to snap this thing here. And Sasser back in at quarterback, 2nd down and about 17. Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. He gives it to Hayes on a delayed draw, and Hayes is hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Under 3 minutes now, and Dodge County not burning those 2 timeouts. But it's 3rd down now, so I would think they'd burn one after this play if we don't get a first here. And James, I don't think you throw it here. You just run the ball and force them to use that timeout.
You got to run it, make them use that timeout, and this is one of them. So they can get the ball back.
Game clock at 2:34, play clock at 22, so we're going to have to snap it before the 2 minutes.
Well, honestly, if they don't, you can run another, from this point, another 55 seconds off and not do much else.
I think we're going to just run down and call a timeout because Coach Byram is not even signaling play, and Coach Lassiter is talking to the official. Yeah, they're going to just run down to, with a play clock run down to 2:01 and then call the timeout. They call a timeout with a play clock at 1 second and the game clock at 2:09. So timeout Royals right here.
Real quick, Don, I was going to tell you I got so I started doing something new. I'm doing teaching ninja classes. I'm not throwing stars and nunchucks and stuff, but we do like American Ninja Warrior stuff. High Flyers Ninja Gym here in town. High Flyer Gymnastics here in town. Samantha Howell owns it. Her and her husband. And if anybody's interested in gymnastics or ninja classes, you can contact Samantha Howell. It's 478-230-7364. It's located on Beach Street, and the kids come in. We do a little bit of exercise, and it's something different for them to do. We do some exercise, and then we run some courses inside. And we're adding. If you ever watched American Ninja Warrior, we're trying to add a warp wall and some other stuff. So
that's great
stuff. Just something else for students to, kids to do in the area.
And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is, and coaching is a lot of fun too. I get to go in there and make up fun stuff for them to do each week. So.
Okay, the timeout is up. 3rd down and about 17 from the Dodge 32. Sasser in the shotgun. They're lined up, let me throw this thing. 2:09 to go in the game. Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. He is wanting to throw. Going long down the right sideline to Marcus Brown. Game open. Incomplete. And they're rolling the flag. But wow, I did not believe they did not call an interference on that. Marcus Brown was hit at the goal line well before the ball got there.
More contact on that one than that other pass interference over here.
That was well before the ball got there, too. No flag. Unbelievable. That was not called interference.
I know. And
Coach Lassiter is not happy at all.
Let's see what happens here. But real quick, too, I want to give one more shout-out to Chris Nobles, NoblesNet, 478-308-0596. If you need internet and you can't get internet, he can get you internet, what he says. So
great job. Appreciate Mr. Chris for everything he's done for us. Okay.
All our internet this season.
All right, James, we're going to go for it here on 4th and 17. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. He's still looking. Now he's under a heavy rush, and he's going to throw this thing away. He throws it over, and Mr. Mike Brennan makes the catch about 2 yards deep out of bounds.
That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. He kind of ran off a few more seconds.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes, a minute 55 to go. I cannot believe that was not an interference call on that third down pass.
I mean, Brown was there. It was called.
It'll be a touchdown if he don't
interfere. Hits him clear in the stomach.
If that Dodge player does not interfere, that's a touchdown.
I was watching Princeton and Cornell right before I left, and I saw something I hadn't seen before. Well, I mean, I've seen it before, but a guy got on a punt, came in. He got clotheslined and went down hard and slid up under the punter, and they called him for running into the kicker. Did not call anything for. I mean, you can look at the guy just sticks his arm straight out and clotheslines and.
Dodge Fanny on first down 32. Kirkley takes a snap, rolls right, goes out in the flat. It's complete up around the 35. He's over to 40, up to about the 42. Going to be a first down for Dodge. He bobbled it, but he hung on to it.
Well, they got to make some sure tackles here. Let them run. Let them do what they're going to do. They're going to throw the ball. Let them catch it and take them down in bounds and run the clock.
They mark it at the Dodge 43, first and 10. The clock running now, minute 43 to go in the game. Kirkley in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's rolling left this time, looking to throw. Throwing long. Oh, he got a man wide open down there. He's going to catch it, and he's going to go to the house for a touchdown. They had a guy got behind everybody. We didn't have a soul down there. Where in the world was the defense at?
I'm not sure what happened there. Straight up must have covered. Somebody must have thought they had had deep help there.
Yeah, he was wide open. Number 6 for Dodge or Johnson. And Dodge just cut it to one score again, 41-33 with the extra point to come. A minute 29 to go in the game. And they have 2 timeouts, so I'm sure they'll probably try an onside kick.
Swinging game, but they're going to they're having to go back to
they're going to line up to the kicking formation here to cut it to 7. And Mangrum will kick it. Wow, how do you leave that guy wide open like that?
Like I said, I think somebody was expecting some deep help and didn't get it.
Kick is up, and kick is good. With a minute 29 to go, Bleckley 41, Dodge 34. We'll be right back. Take a break. We'll be right back on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're a minute 29 to go. Dodge County is going to kick it off. They cut it to 41-34, and we're ready for the onside kick. We got all the hand guys up there, and they got it teed up. But Mangrum, he's only about a couple of steps away from it, and they will do the onside kick. There it goes, and we catch it. Arkenzio Hayes caught it right about the Bleckley 48.
And that just took a straight hop right at him. The thing about it, onside kick, everybody's trying to come up with these new, ways. And you and I were talking about it off the air at halftime. If you didn't see it, Oklahoma Kansas State game, Oklahoma kicked one I hadn't seen before, where he laid it kind of sideways and kicked it, so it took that side spin.
Yeah, that was a crazy looking kick.
It just did nick the knee of Oklahoma guy, or they had the ball back.
Yeah. Okay, we got a minute 27, James. They have 2 timeouts. We're going to have to get a first down to kill this clock, I would think now.
Well, they got 2 timeouts. We're going to have to pick up one first down to kill it.
And we got 20 seconds on the play clock. We're just running our team out there.
Looks like Bailey's going in.
We're going to the Wildcat. We're going to have to hurry here. They just get lined up. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Bailey in the Wildcat. First and 10 from our own 48. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it around the right side, trying to get at the 45. He cuts up. He's at the 50 and brought down around the Dodge 49.
And 2 things you got to do here is not have an incomplete pass, and you got to stay in bounds. But there's their timeout. So
and they do call their timeout with a minute 17 to go now.
Took 10 seconds off there. That's what you look to do again. And then they'll call a timeout. So let's say you want another one with 10 seconds down to 107.
if we get it to third down and we run it, they're going to call a timeout here at the second, no doubt.
Yes.
And then they're out of time. If we run third down, we can run, close to 40 seconds on the clock before we have to,
we need to
make a decision.
Yep, it needs to be under 40 by the time that the play ends on third down.
However
that happens.
If we can get a first down, it's all for naught. I mean, you can get in a victory formation and nail this thing out. Third, it's going to be second down and about 6. He got 4 yards up to the Dodge 48. And I'm thinking, go ahead and keep the Wildcat formation in here. Let's not risk anything by handing off or anything. Just let Bailey run it, and he may break one. Who knows? 41-34. Bleckley leads it here with 1:17 to go in the game. Dodge is down to their last timeout at second down and 6 from the Dodge 48. And it looks like Sasser is going to be back in at quarterback. And the officials over talking to the Dodge coaching for something or another. I'm not sure what this is. Now, are they telling their band to be quiet now, James? Is this what this is?
So.
Because some of their guys are looking that way. May not be. Maybe something else. Their coach is not happy with whatever it was the White Hat told him. It's second down and 6. The first down will pretty much seal it here. And Bailey will stay in the Wildcat as Sasser's moved out wide to the right here. 1:17 to go. Wildcat formation. Second down and 6. Bailey in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to run it himself right up the middle, and he's not going to get much. They're going to stop him right at the line. It's going to be third down right there. And we're down to 1:08. Clock still running here. Dodge is not running their timeout. They're probably going to wait after third down to do it, which might be a smart move here. But we can run a lot of clock here. It's under a minute now, 59, 58, clock steadily running. Play clock at 28. Boy, we can burn a lot more time here if we want to. They're not calling that last time out, not yet anyway. And Coach Lassler may let it run down and call his own timeout here because he knows what they're going to do. They're going to call a timeout at the third down. I mean, everybody in the stadium knows that.
Yeah, you got to.
And that's why Coach Lassler, he's letting it run down. He's going to call a timeout here. 8 seconds, 7 on the play clock. Game clock at 32. Well, we're lining up, going to run here, looks like. They snap it right at 1 second, and Bailey coming to go around the right side. He's run out of bounds around the 45-yard line. That ain't what they're winding. They're saying inbounds. They're saying inbounds. Clock still running 18 seconds. 17, 16, 15, 14. Dodge is not stopping it. Dodge County is not going to stop the clock. Apparently they didn't have any timeouts. The game was going to end, and Bleckley County is going to win it. I thought they had a timeout. Apparently they didn't. The game was over. Bleckley County has won it 41-34 in a hard-fought battle on both sides tonight. And with that victory, the Royals will clinch the number 2 seed in the state AA playoffs, and will host a playoff game in a couple of weeks anyway. Well, what a game! The players doing great sportsmanship here, having the handshake at midfield. And James, what looked like at halftime was going to be a blowout. Turns into one heck of a football game. Credit Don Scanlon for not giving up and fighting back. But both teams doing a handshake at midfield. Great sportsmanship here.
We're up to 96 listeners.
Wow, we appreciate everybody out there listening. We hope we brought it to you. We hope you understood what's going on anyway.
We hope you enjoyed it. Again, special thanks to Chris Noble's dad. His information and High Flyers information both on the chat here if you're looking for either of those. And just a great hard-fought win, which, like you said, puts us into the playoffs. So now we go to Southwest next Friday night, November the 8th, in Macon, and be looking for a win.
You know who the coach of Southwest is, don't you? Yeah. It's Joe Dupree, former quarterback at University of Georgia. He ended up transferring to Georgia Southern and finished his college career. He's a good guy, and Southwest, before he come there, really was struggling, but he's really turned that program around. They are not a bad football team. Matter of fact, they beat us a couple of years ago up there.
Right. Well, I would say, too, and let me just see if we got any update over here on the Northeast game.
Yeah, that's a big game for us playoff seeding right there.
Real quick, too, if you hadn't got anything to do tomorrow, Middle Georgia Soccer is playing, of course, Georgia, Florida at 3:30. But Sunday,
Oh, they
Middle
play
Georgia
tomorrow?
football. Yeah.
Georgia and Florida playing
That's
tomorrow.
right.
I had no idea.
Sunday is Sunday. Middle Georgia football is playing Columbus State, and that would be for first place in the conference, battle of the top 10 teams in the National Club Football Association. And Northeast and Washington County are now tied up at 13.
Wow.
So there's 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Amazing to
was
me
the
that
last
score is
update. It was
that. I
13.
figured Washington would win that by at least a couple of scores.
Yeah,
or more.
so
But you never know. You need Friday night. Anything can happen.
absolutely. So
I'll tell you what, James, unless you got something to
I
wrap
think
this
that's
thing up,
it.
I want to get down in the field and see Jacob before we leave. I know he's excited because he wanted this one. We break the losing streak to Dodge County tonight. Anyway, anything
I
you
think
got?
that's it.
All right, folks, that'll do it. We'll see you next week from Macon, Georgia, as we take on the Southwest Patriots for the final game of the regular season, and then the playoffs start. And I got oh, never mind, I'll get that later. Well, final score here, Bleckley County 41, Dodge County 34. We'll see you next week. For Mr. James Hager, I'm Don Byron saying thanks for listening, everybody. You've been listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Good night.